fly by. Reggae beats in my ears, miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars, flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the islands near, feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the islands near, feel the love. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Arms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breeze, the sky is cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow. Airwaves sing like cello. Sandy beaches we fly. Coastal Airways, oh my. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the islands near, feel the love in the air. Arms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Soaring high, wings of steel, under stars it's surreal. Dreams are real in the sky, coastal airways fly by. Reggae beats in my ears, miles away, no more fears. Lay back, count all the stars, flying free, no more bars. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the islands near, feel the love in the air. Take me high, smooth as sea, coastal breeze, fly with me. Take me high, the islands near, feel the love. Palms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game. Arms are swaying, blue sky, wonders found while we fly. Oceans calling my name, life is more than a game.
Can't hear nothing. Yo, what is going on, folks? How are you? I can't hear anything. Give me a second. You probably can't hear anything either. It's because of the sound capture. I got to change it. That's why. I hope you're having a good Monday. I know it's Monday, and it's rare that we're streaming on a Monday, but here we are. There we go. So welcome aboard the FSBN channel. If you're brand new to us, what we're about: three things: do it right, learn something, and have fun. That's what we're going to do today. We have Coastal Airways as a virtual airline. We pride ourselves on being very realistic in terms of our operation. And if you're new to that, check us out, flycoastalairways.com for the website. You can just kind of read about us and figure out what we are. It's not for the faint of heart. If you want to join, you better be prepared and be passionate and have a lot of grit to get through the training, because it could take you 6 months. So FYI, that's there, that little caveat. We are starting a new route. We had about a year ago, I redid the entire schedule because the airplanes were not, what's the word? They weren't utilized properly, right? There was a lot of point-to-point stuff, a lot of overnights, and just caused a problem. And I wanted a little more of a hybrid system, which a little hub and spoke and some point-to-point. So when I did that with the schedule, we actually got back 7 aircraft. We were able to take 7 airplanes essentially off the line, and use those 7 airplanes for other destinations and other routes. So this aircraft 801 has been sitting in storage for about a year and a half. That's how long she's been in storage for. So a long time. It's been sitting in storage. This is how long it took to get around to getting another schedule out for this particular aircraft. They have on the 700s as well. We were able to open some 700 routes. And so it hasn't all been stagnant. Trust me, we've been going like gangbusters. So this aircraft we just got it done last night in terms of scheduling. It has to work. This is a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday route. It's got to work with the Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday route. So they have to work with each other, have to coincide, and we have to do it. We have to do it with one crew. So This is an RON. This is a return overnight here in Islip. We do have another flight leaving to West Palm Beach at 7:45. This airplane takes off at 7 o'clock. So that's good. So the other airplane's off on the ramp somewhere. It's going to get towed into our gate here in about, once we push back, it's 45 minutes, and that airplane's going to be rolling up to the gate. So we basically have 2 flight crews plus a regional carrier, a regional airline flies from here to Nantucket. So we have 3 flight crews overnighting here in Islip. I don't know if we're going to make money. I'm going to be honest with you. It's very competitive from the Northeast to feed Florida. It's super competitive in terms of pricing. So the ticket prices are pretty low. We're going to see how this goes. I'm hoping the cargo that we're going to get offsets the lower pricing. I don't know how this is going to go. So you have to stick around to the end to see what we did and if we made money or not. Sean, how are you? And Marco, it's good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well. By the way, folks in the chat, just say hi, how are you? That's all I want you to do. And right now, if you guys can, if you are already a subscriber, do me a favor, hit the like button. That'll help us out a lot. All right, one thing I need to do is I need to get into self-loading cargo. Now, I wanted to do self-loading cargo on this run just because it hasn't been working the last 4 or 5 times, and I think it's because of a setting somewhere that I found out earlier why it could be having an issue. So we're going to try to figure this out right now. It's not going to take us very long. Let me go ahead and go to right-click it, run as an admin. So let's go see if this is going to work. Hopefully your Monday's going well, and you guys had a good weekend. Happy Father's Day if it's applicable to you. And we're going to go ahead and check this thing out. Let's see if this is going to work for us. All right, so you can see this crazy version here, but I'm going to click this. There's a hidden version somewhere, or hidden setting, I should say, and I need to move this out of my way. And there's this right here. Pause SLC when simulator pauses. Get that off. I think that was doing it for us. So I'm going to click Apply Changes. Yep. And then I'm going to close that window. Now let's see what we can do here. We are in an airliner. I gotta pull this thing up. Hello. What will you be flying? It's going to set everything up for us. It's just waiting. All right. There we go. We have Islip, Long Island, MacArthur Airport. We'll be leaving in approximately 1 hour. Now this I don't like. I wish they wouldn't put real time in there because I don't like that. I like system time, my sim time. They don't do that. So I just don't like that. I want to be departing here. I don't know. I've got to flip it on and figure out, timings. So this flight time is 2 hours 57 minutes. Wow, we got 2 hours and 30. We'll see if that's going to work. We might. Again, it's a proving flight. It's the first time we're flying here. Quite far in the future. So 11:10 Zulu. I don't know yet. You got to give me a second, bro. Let me just you know what? Let me get the airplane started first, and then we'll work that and see if that works. All right, let's get it warmed up. So first thing we're going to do on the 7.3, we're going to come down here. We've got the ground power light on, so let's make sure that's on. We're going to come down here. Gear is down, and I already have to make changes. These are old. These are not new. So we got to make some changes there when we turn this thing on, and I bet you we have to, we're gonna have to make some adjustments to this airplane. All right, we're gonna come downstairs. Nope, we're gonna go upstairs, and we will throw on the battery switch. All right, battery switch is coming on. Now what you want to do is check the volts. Your amps is negative 38. Your volts are 24. You're at 400, 116. All that's good. Keep the ground power on because that's going to give us the AC power that we need. And then again, scrolling down here, we got the lights. Good. All right, let's go ahead and throw on the bus and get the AC powered. I'm going to go ahead and throw the ground power on in my panel. And there we go. All right, once that's on, I do have to make an adjustment or two because I don't think this aircraft is this new. And, this is our first time starting it up for quite a long time, so give me a minute, because what we're going to do is we're going to get in here, and I'm going to go ahead and plow through this. We're going to just clear this, reset, and I just want to make sure that we don't have the old analog. So I'm thinking this came from Norwegian, this aircraft. So I want to make sure, just really quick, let me just look at our download section. And I'm going to EQU. Let's see if that works. Nope. Let's see. I know where I can get it. I just don't know what it's called. I have to do it.
Okay.
All right. So two things I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to go to our Discord and pull it up again. Just trying to look for equipment, folks. So I want to make sure the equipment matches what we have on the aircraft because, like I said, it's been a long time since I flew this. It's been in storage for quite a while, so give me a second. Let me do this really quick. We're going to go to our maintenance. And there we go. We want 737-800 fleet. This is what we want right here. Get out of there. All right, so with me, let's just make sure we've got it all. Let's go to our FMC, and we're going to just plug stuff in here. Index, we're going to go to, nope, we're going to go to menu. Let's go to our setup. We're going to go right into the aircraft, and we're going to go into the, I believe, equipment. Yeah, it's Collins, wings level, deny, fail, pass. Good. Auto armed, LNAV missed. That's new. All right, let's go over here. Yes, we know that's correct. We know that's correct. Flip it over, on, none, minimums, call, a none, 2500. Then we're gonna go smart, no, smart, off, off. These are the calls that we have. These are our setups. We have off, on, off, on for 30. Then we have 20 off, on, yes, no. E-tops, yes, yes, yes. This is all default. No worries about that. 2, yes. Undesired is 5, yes. Capacity is good. This one has ISFD with analog RMI. Okay, yes, yes, on, no. This is a newer aircraft that we have apparently. No, yes, yes, no, carbon. Original light package. No on the eyebrows. I wish it did. Single class. No on the air stairs. Old cutoff switch. And then we have yes, 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 yes. Auto condition. Nope. Pressurization is old. I thought so. Window shades, no. Flight tablet, yes. KT, 2K U-band, and MMR. We do have the MMR panel on this one. So that's what's interesting about this. Yep. There you go, folks. So this is what we do at Coastal. Right? We make sure that our airplane is good to go. And then our displays are correct. They probably all generally, the displays are pretty accurate in terms of all that. We don't have to go through this because that's good. I just want to make sure that generally looking, yes. Cool. All right. Yeah, we want to do that. Good. Good. All right, we're done. Okay. We got a good air. That's good at least. All right, let's go ahead and get this ready to go. 1616. Now local, we're looking to push here right on the top of the hour, so 11 o'clock. So right back to this. We're going to go ahead and zip this down to 11. Oh my gosh, come on. See, this is nice. It's matched to the Zulu time, which I want. 1, 2, 3. See, it's currently 10:17. That's a really nice thing. All right, everything else looks good. We're going to go to flight crew audio. We're going to use Coastal Airways Airline Sound Pack, which we have our own. We've got to change all this, so we're going to click Return to Flight Summary. In-flight services, we've got drinks, initial 15 minutes, and then I'm going to bring that up a little bit more, about 30 minutes into the flight. We'll go ahead and serve some drinks. Repeat every hour 30, I'm fine with that. Hot food, we don't serve that. Alcohol, we do. Duty free, we don't do that. We don't serve movies. Well, we can watch movies. There's no seats, so whatever. Although we should get that. We should make that good to go. Aircraft does not have that. Okay, I think we're good. I'm going to start the flight here. So I'm just going to click Start Boarding Options. Let's just make front to back. That is correct. All right, start flight now. That's done. All right, guys. Sorry about that. That had to be done. Initially, get her done there, right? Okay, that's good to go. We're going to go ahead and get everything else going in the terms of this. We're going to go to align right to nav. We're going to go on DC. You should see 2 aligns coming up. 1, 2, right on back down here. Let's go ahead and align this. FMC is up. We are in an 800. Air Act 2506, June 12th to July 10th, 25. It is accurate and updated. Make sure you update your AirAC from Navigraph. And then we're going to go ahead and click Kilo ISP for Iceland and drop it in there. I'm just going to throw that in here. Bang, we're done. It's going to be a full alignment on this one. Now, while that's doing that, we're going to go upstairs. We're going to throw all of our lights on. Now, I'm just going to do this quick. All right, I'm just going to throw all this on. That's on. Logo's on. Anti-collision lights. That's on. Wheel well lights on. And then the FO would go outside doing their walk around. They'd be looking at everything. I don't know why the gate doesn't connect. This is fly too high scenery. I don't know if this is a if it's a GSX thing or if it's a issue. We got the door open. We need to shut that aft door. All right, lights are good. Strobes are on. Except for the wing lights. What the heck's going on there? You guys see that? I didn't see any strobes going on. That's why. Position of strobe. We'll throw that on now. Okay, let's check that out. There we go. All right, strobes are good. All of our lights are good. Let's shut it all off. 1, 2. Get it all off there. That's done. Logos will keep on. I'm going to go to steady. Good. That's off, and finally, that's off. We're done there. Malby says, have you used Chaseplane camera? Yes, we're using Chaseplane, and I've got Chaseplane right here. It's pretty good. I really like it. It's tough to get. It's just hard to get used to some of the spot views and stuff. I haven't even like dug into a third of what this thing can do, but I really like Chaseplane. Yeah, this is all Chaseplane. And I'm looking forward to the 24 port when they get it over there into Chaseplane. It'd be nice. All right, back to the drawing board. We got the gate. We checked the lights. That's good to go. Let's check the internal lights. This is something that's definitely overlooked a lot. We're going to go flip this up to test. I forget it, I should say. You shouldn't do that, but I do. I forget it sometimes. It's easy to forget. It's just a little light that's sitting there. Just want to make sure everything's lit. You know, you don't have any light bulbs out or anything like that. You got to catch it early because we have to call contract maintenance to come out and fix the aircraft, the whole 9 yards. They're calling me. Go ahead. Hello.
Hi. Okay, so I've spoken to security and they've started checking in, but there's around another 10 minutes to go before we expect to be seeing any passengers.
All right, top of the hour then. Okay, start boarding when you're ready.
No problem.
All right. All right, they're done. I'm done. Let's get this show on the road. Right on back down here. We're going to go here. We're going to click data. We're going to pull that data in from SimBrief. This is kind of a route, folks. We have we have some weather pretty much the entire route of flight. There's some weather down over here, over the ocean, and we're going to be threading the needle through about Raleigh, kind of getting through, and there's some thunderstorms forecasted in the Tampa area while we get there. So who the heck knows what's going to happen for us. Let's just click departure. We'll get iSlip pulled up. It's going to be probably the Nelly 3 out of here. But we'll stand by on that right now. We're not that ready yet. I just want to make sure our lighting is good. So I'm going to go ahead and check all of our lights. That is good. IFE cabin is coming on. We'll get that. I'll go ahead and arm the emergency exit lights. Get that armed. And I'm not going to just doing my initial flow. All right. This is kind of what I'll do now is I'm going to do my my pre-flight. The power-up flow is done. We're just going to check this. That looks good. That looks good. We're going to check this, run this, trim, and then going to shut the motor off. Good. Just want to make sure that motor flips off. Then you're going to come down here. I'll roll down here. 1. This is a nickel test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 lights. Good. Now we're going to do the dime test. You're going to get 10 lights. Ready? That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus those lights, so that gives you 10 lights. So it's 5, and then add 5 more. There's your 10. Got it? We'll check this. I'll get your comments here in a minute. Squib's coming in. You guys excited for Tampa? I am. I love flying to Tampa. We're using the vertical sim Tampa scenery, which is really, really nice. That looks good. We'll get the squawk in, and all that is ready to go. The airplane is doing its thing. It's doing a full alignment, so I'm going to go ahead and set this to the status. Got about 4 minutes for that, and we've got about 5 minutes to go for the boarding. Welcome to the wonderful world. iSlip approach. I'm going to contact them, 134-550. Let's give them a jingle. 134-550. 134-550. We got about 150 booked on this 550. Again, this airplane can hold 174, so 134, 550. Let me just make sure that our setting's good in audio so you can hear them as well, because I flew the 7.2 in the other night, and I did it on my, I just recorded that. Click apply, click OK. There we go. All right, well, that's done. We're going to go ahead and get catering. I do not want to sit here and wait, so remember timing, time and tide. We're going to request catering services. We'll get them plugged in. We're doing, I think it's LS Gate Gourmet on this one. Let me give him a call. Islip approach, Riptide 181, looking for IFR over to Tampa.
Riptide 181, New York departure. Hello. Clear to Tampa Airport. Long Island 7 departure. Radar vectors beads then as filed. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 340. 10 minutes after departure. Departure with me. Squawk 2223.
All right, we got the Islip 7 radar vectors beads 3000, 340 and 10, 2223, and the squawk for Riptide 181.
Riptide 181. Read back correct. Call me when you are ready for taxi.
Push the starter hours. We'll call you for taxi. Riptide 181. Okay, we're going to go to 222. Hold on. 222. One. Do you guys see the 7.5? 2223 is in the squawk. I threw that in there. I need your help, by the way. Sean says, does the new chase plane come with some preset profiles for popular aircraft? Or do you have to build them all yourselves? Now, that's a good question. I haven't been able to mess with it yet, but I'm sure it does pre-files. I just haven't. I've seen them out there in terms of on flightsim.to or something. You could download them. It does have presets. Let me scratch that. When you load it in, it'll actually have a preset for the airplane. I did it myself because obviously I like mine in a certain way, but that's kind of what we got. We got 3000 right there, so we'll throw that in. We'll get our numbers all plugged in now. We're gonna get going for the box here. There's 3000. Let's go ahead and get the we got our clearance in hand, so let's go ahead and get the rest done. All right, we're gonna go route. Now I'm gonna use the import feature for this. So this flight plan request, I'm just going to click that, click sim brief. We're just going to pull in select route. Okay, I'm not going to do anything else with block fuel, and I'm going to click request, and that's it. It's going to pull in the rest of the data coming in here. And then we do that because there's a couple ways you can do it. I like this way better. Route uplinking, we're going to have to enter a few things. We have to enter our departure, which is the Long Island 7, and that is going to be on our SID, Long Island 7 departure, pretty much just runway heading. All right, route. It says route data uplink. We'll click activate. We won't execute it yet. We're just going to go ahead and hit clear. We're going to go to departures, Long Island 7, probably going to be runway 24. The winds right now 110 at 12. All right, so let's go to runway 24. All right, everything's looking good there. Then we're going to go to arrivals and departures. We are going to be taking the dates 2 with the transition. Where's my transition? Dates 2 with the Banff transition. Okay, don't know on the runway just yet into Tampa. Right now, Tampa's reporting 240 at 5 knots. They are landing 19ers, which is good for us. I'd rather that. Do not know if we're going to get there. Look at the TAF report, and we'll see what the TAF report says. The wind's going to shift to the north, unfortunately. 23 Zulu. So right now it's 9 o'clock Zulu time. 9, 10, 11. That's very close to when we're going to be landing. Right now 250 at 8, and then it's going to totally shift from north to south, right about when we're supposed to land. So your guess is as good as mine. If it's 9, 10, 11, probably going to be 300 at 8 knots. We'll probably get that crap going, so we might have to shift to the north. Let's leave it alone for now. It's too far away, so I don't want to do anything. Let's click execute that. We're going to go right to the legs page. Let's check it out. We got vectors to beads. Now I'm going to show you our departure.
Victor. Looks like Newark approach is also closing, so radar service is terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good
Bomber. All right, you guys, we're going to scroll down in here.
Terminated.
So this is what our departure looks like.
Have a good night.
It's 3,000 on the top altitude. We're going to take runway 24. Climate heading 239. I'm going to set my heading that to 239. So stand by. Let me get that set. 239 right there. 239 is the heading. So basically runway heading. We're going to send it out to Beads right there. We're going to go Beads to Sardi, and then on the south side of Long Island, and then right over the coast. We'll track basically Long Island on the right, and we'll go all the way to somewhere over here, and then we're going to drop down. We do have rafts on this airplane, so we could have taken that ocean route, but the problem is taking an AR on this one. It just seems there's a lot of thunderstorms to the south, so I didn't want to do that. So we kind of went a little bit inland on this one because of that reason. So hopefully that makes sense on why we did that. And we are going to go ahead and go right on back to this. I'm going to look. I need your help. You guys look at the FMC. I'm going to look at the flight plan. And there we go. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. If there's something that I didn't call out, I need you guys in the chat to say, oh, we missed one. All right, so I'm going to kind of scan through this with you. And I'm looking at my Navigraph app when I do this. Let's do it. We got vectors to Beads. Then we got, looks like Schlep, Beta, and Reist. Then we got Sardi, RBV or Robbinsville VOR. Then we got Copes, MXE, Stowen, Sarkey, Murph, Tobin, Hams. Next page it. Looks good so far. And then we've got Gainesville VOR or GVE. Then we're going down to Drake, or whatever, how do you want to say that? Broski, or Brosk. GSO, which is the Greensboro VOR. And then we're dropping down to Slow Joe. Next page it. ILBEE, or Ibley. The heck's going on there? All right. Weird. All right, Ibley. Then we've got Fisho. Yep. And then Cheryl. Team. Tef. What is that? Teufel. And then Banff. Let's go ahead and switch that. Then it's going to be the arrival. We got Banff to Corby, Capon, or Capho, Edison, Olean, Harvey. Switch it. To Coco, Dades, Lizard, and Jigball. And we don't know yet because we don't know yet. So are you guys good with that? I think we got everything in there. Let me know in the chat if I missed something or something didn't look right. Sean says, awesome, but you can maybe use that as a starting point, customize it. Yes. Oh, exactly. So once you pull into Chase Plane, it'll pull like a default profile, and you can adjust your camera angles, and then you save the position, and then you hotkey it. It's super easy. I mean, you just go up and down, adjust, save the, like I'll just show you on the interface. It's super easy to do. So look, this is my main view. If I click this edit, I can move the camera, and you see how it lights up, save position. So let's say I want it a little on the higher side. I can click save the position now, and then I can my shortcut's going to be the same, which is really cool, right? So they did a phenomenal job on this, on it. I love it. It's pretty cool. All right, got that. My copy 2024 again. Well, it's okay. This is actually 2020. This is the PMDG 737-800. We do not have it in 2024 yet. I wish we did. Let's get on back to the drawing board here, folks. Route data coming in. I'm going to go ahead and request those wins. We'll get those wins pulled in. We can't do that yet. Sorry. This was a ID10T error. Write that down. Tell me what it spells, by the way. ID10T error I just did. We're going to go SimBrief. We're going to go ahead and look. I've got to open the door. I don't know why the door's closed. Let's get the door open in the flight deck. Hello.
Captain, we've started boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thank you. There's one problem. Come on. All right, I'm just gonna let it run. It's not letting me open the thing. I'm just gonna leave it. I don't care. 0 fuel weight. 133.8. Sorry, 133.8. What I need to do is call for fuel. So now, two things. You could use GSX to fuel it. I don't want to do that. I'm going to use, oh shoot, you know what I need to do first? I need to go to our fuel. Yes, that's good. All right, stand by on that. Let me go ahead and, I got to open up my ACARS system. Then we'll load the fuel. I got a total fuel of 7,800 pounds. So I'm just going to set that right now here. 7,800. And the reason why we do this at Coastal is because they charge us for the uplift. So it's just like real life, right? If we're pumping X amount of gallons, they're going to charge us for that. So guess what? We got to do that same thing. We're going to go ahead and click load flight. Bing, you should see that. That has now started. I heard it. All right, what I'm going to do now is go to return. We're going to go to ground services. We're going to go over to the next page. We're going to request the fuel truck. We're going to put in 23.9 on the fuel. 23.9. And then I'm going to call in that. And I'm using PMGGs to do that. And there's a reason why. Is because GSX just dumps it in all one shot, and I don't like that. I like it kind of realistic. Go ahead. The ground crew's calling us.
Captain, just a quick update to let you know that we started loading. We'll contact you again when it's
All right, thank you. So they started loading, and I'm going to go ahead and call now GSX. And this is another reason why I do that, is because GSX now doesn't say, oh, we can't do anything until fueling's done. I'm going to request. Ooh, they're boarding right now. They're boarding. Request deboarding, request fueling. Good. We're boarding passengers. I don't know. I can't see what's going on in my SLC. No. Oh, it worked. Sweet. All right, so let's go ahead and open this. Where's my door? Okay, wait a minute. It's hiding. That's not what I wanted. All right. Is that what I wanted? Let's open the doors. I gotta get the door open. Cockpit doors coming open. There we are. There we go. We're hearing some music in the back. That's good stuff. All right, let's go to fuel planning. We're doing 23.8 for the fuel. We'll throw that in there. Reserves 4.8. Cost index is 40. We're going to cruise at 340 today. We'll drop that in there. Let's see here. 275 at 43. Right there. We'll drop that in. Outside air temperature is... Where are you? Outside air temperature is minus 44 degrees once we get to top climb there. Shoot. Minus 44. Okay, we'll click that. We've got that done. Let's go to the N1 limit. And now I got to pull my OPC. They're calling me again. Go ahead. It's like crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I gotcha. All right, roger that. Thanks. Okay, I pull up my OPC, my vertical performance tool. We're going to use that now. We're doing a 737-800 short field package, which we do. Believe we have 24,000. Let's go ahead and start the fueling process now. I remember coming in here in islip and running like heck because all of these airplanes would fly south to Florida, a lot of them. And if you weren't hooked up within the first 5-10 minutes of that turn, you're screwed. Because it was a southwest turn, and it was like, oh my gosh, it was terrible. So you had to be on it pretty quick, and we're a little late. You see why I like this? Because you could see the fuel tanks coming up. That's stupid, but I like it. I don't know. Let's go to... Oh, I wanted to go to menu. We're going to go to FMC. I wanted to see index, ident. Let's see what engines. I think we had 26. Yeah, we had 26. I just want to make sure. 26 are carbon brakes. That's what we have on the airplane. So we're good. Which I thought we were, but just going to make sure. All right, airport search, ISP. You kidding me? It's not even in there yet? Dang it. All right, so it's blank. It's not in there, so it doesn't recognize the airport coming out of there. No problem. We're going to switch gears. We're going to use SimBrief. We're going to go to SimBrief. We'll populate it from the last flight. It's an 800. It's runway 6. 110, I guess runway 6 would be the preferred. Yeah, it's going to be runway 6. So we'll have to just reset that on our FMC. Let's do that now while I'm thinking about it, because I don't want to screw that up. So let's go to route. We're going to change this to runway 6, and then we'll execute it. That's all. We don't have to worry about anything because we didn't plug in any of the data yet. We're doing it now. All right, so we're improved climb. I'm going to disable because we have not a lot of runway to begin with. And I'm going to go throw text in there. We'll get our text format. Okay, flaps are... What are you doing here, guy? Takeoff performance. Calculate it. Flaps are 5, which is good. Runway's going to be 6. Cell temp coming in. 32 degrees, so not too high. Trim, probably 6.75, I think. 44, 43, 52. 144, 143, 144, 152. All right, 152 is set. We're going to go ahead and click the takeoff tab. Sorry, guys. I'm doing two things at once here. Flaps are going to come in at 5. Now I'm just going to pull that CG in there at 20. Pulls us a 5.72 on the trim. That's done. Then we're going to do 143. What did I write down? 143, that's set. 144 I wrote down, that's set. I'm using my numbers from SimBrief. And lastly, 152. Perfect. We're bang on with that, okay? Now let's go back to the legs page. Route data, request. It's going to pull all those in. Come on now. While it does that, all right, we're going to go ahead and click load. Execute. Let me get to your comments in just a minute. Let me just figure this out. We're going to go ahead and clear that. Let's go to the descent page. Forecast. Load it. It's going to pull it all in there. Click OK. Done. Legs page. All right, guys, we're all set, ready to go. We've got everything locked in. The only thing we're going to change is up on top, which I'm going to do right now. So we're going to start working from the bottom here, and then we'll go up. I'm going to just get some stuff programmed right now, at least loaded in our MCP. So flight director's on, master's on my side. Cannot come up there. We're taking runway 6 now, so it's going to be the Long Island 7. We're going to change to a heading of 059, which is fine because it's better that way for us. We don't have to do a 180. 059 is set, 3000 is set, and 152. Okay, I changed this. I don't like that because I have a Coastal Airways, like the sound pack, and it's not using it. So there's got to be something I got to mess with. Auto brakes on RTO. Good. We're going to go ahead and reset the fuel flow if that's even a thing. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on our lights. We turn them up a little bit just because we're not at night. Nice. All right, let me get to your comments. We could change this to 181. Right there, 181 is set. All right, we're good. We're still on the fuel, but I'm going to put in 8,500. 8,500. Density is different. And then we should be pumping a bit of fuel in the center tank here. We should see about 7.4 in the center. That's what we're looking for. Normal, auto, and auto. That's set. We're going to wait on the fuel. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a briefing. But I think we're good to go here pretty much. Let me get your comments, folks. Right now we got a little bit of a breather, so let's take it. All right. Samantha Fox, hi. Hi, how are you? Mike says, we got that. Mike Coffee 2020s. Whew. What advantages or features does the new chase plane have over the built-in MSFS camera? Oh, you like the edited PFD colors? Yeah, they're really cool. My buddy did this. He went like all out. My friend John. He was like, look, I'm done. These are actually Southwest colors, pretty darn close to the Southwest colors. That he's like, hey, use these. So on our 800s we have them there. I've got to get our 700s the same, but our 800s are configured this way. I could post those colors too, maybe on cruise if you remind me. We can kind of dig in and I'll give you the exact color codes that we use if you'd like that. SS, what's going on, buddy? This is hello, what's up? Gavin, how are you? Oh, yes, hometown airport. Your hometown or my hometown, buddy? That's my hometown, I know it. Demetrius, I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, how are you? Baldois, how's it going? Hopefully I got it right. We got 5,600 in the center. We're coming up. Let me give you guys a briefing. And we're running the Boris sounds, by the way. So let me get that done for you. Give you a good briefing. Here we go. Hold on.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, counting the total souls count, plus yourselves, of course. Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Yeah, good. All right, let's see if we can do this. Folks from the flight deck, welcome aboard Flight 181 nonstop service over to Tampa from Islip here. We should have you out of the gate here in about 5 minutes. Once we're airborne, I show a time about 2 hours 29 minutes. Maybe we can get you in a little bit early here, about 2 hours and 15, depending on the winds. The ride is it's going to be a little bit bumpy on the climb out. There's some weather to deal with. Once we get to cruise, we should have some smooth weather. We might have to dodge a little bit of thunderstorms over the Virginia area. We'll just keep you posted. But it looks like a pretty good ride at 34,000 feet, so that should be good for us. Thanks for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. By the way, if you remain seated, keep the seatbelts fastened just in case we hit any unexpected rough air. Weather in Tampa right now, 91 degrees, just a few clouds there. Tampa, just a nice day. Just a few clouds there, about 4,000 feet. Thanks for watching again. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. All right, guys, I'm back. There's your briefing. Dan, what's going on, man? I didn't know airlines use different PFD colors. They sure do. Depends on your airline. A lot of them have. That's all software, man. So all that's coded, and different airlines might have different color codes that they like, or color combinations. I tend to like this one. I really like this one. It's not super bright or it's super saturated in your face. I kind of like it, so I like that. All right, let's go to ground services. We're going to release the truck. Fuel truck's out of here. All right, and by the way, we're using the Boris sounds, so that's cool. Let's write our ticket in there. It's 6,900, and total, we're looking at, let's see here. I just want to make sure the arithmetic is right before I decide to do anything for obvious reasons. Where's my eraser? I screwed it up already, man. I screwed it up. Okay, there we go. There's 0, 0, 0, 1. And then we're going to go, that's 10. 10 and 10 is 20. That's actually one less than that. It's 19. 16. 23. All right, guys, I got 23. And you guys do the math with me. because I'm going to treat you as a first officer, okay? So I'm showing 23,910. We need a minimum fuel of 22.3 on the departure. So I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and give you guys a brief. We're going to get the door closed. Time is 10:50. We got to get the heck out of here. Close the door, please. And let's start the APU. And I'm going to run my checks right now. Shoot, we're going to do that. All good to go. That's good. That's on. This is good. That's capped. We're going to go ahead and throw this. This is a first flight of the day kind of flow, which is required. Obviously, first flight of the day, or we have a crew change. This is what's required. We're going to drop down now. Low pressure's on. That's good. We're going to come down. Looking good down here. Just check this. We don't really need that. We'll go ahead and close that. Throw those on. All of our fuel pumps coming on. 1, 2, 3, and 4 fuel pumps. Get that one rolling as well. Let's go ahead and throw the APU online. APU coming to start. Bang. Seatbelt signs coming on. Bang. That's good. We're going to throw the APU gen right now. Window heat's coming on. Let's just go ahead and do a quick overheat test. So once you see them all on, throw its overheat. It's going to drive all those on. You're going to have to throw them off and then back on again. Probe heat, just going to check them. I'm going to throw them off right there. Hydraulics are coming on. 1 pump on, 2 pumps on. Now you guys can see we have left overwing exit lights on. I'm going to show you how to get rid of that. Those are nuisance alarms, nuisance lights essentially. Pretty easy fix. We're going to get through it. Just a minute. We're going to go down to I like to do the aft passenger cabin on this one, and I'm going to crank this all the way. Kill. These are folks from Long Island. They like it a little cooler in the back. Floridians wouldn't, but New Yorkers would. All right, we're going to go up to 340. Landing altitude pretty much 0. Over at 27 feet, or 50 in that particular case. Right side today is the first flight of the day for us, so we're going to do that. We're going to throw the generators on. 1, 2, run your clock. We got to wait 90 seconds before we can get a bleed on for the APU. That's just a limitation of the airplane. Okay, logo lights are on, strobes. Again, we're on steady. We're good on the overhead panel. We're good right here. We got 3,152, 59, and all that's good. We'll leave the course as is. We got RTO on there. We already set that. Let's go and check this. We'll check this. Good. And we've done our emergency tests already. The only thing we didn't do is the GPWS test. Let's go and check that. Full GPWS. Hold it all the way. We'll let it go now.
Slope.
It's going to do its thing.
Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear.
We'll check that.
Wind shear. Terrain.
That's our
terrain.
TCAS.
Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Okay, gate, I think it's Bravo 3 here.
Sink rate.
Oil quantity, I've got
Pull
93
up.
over 98.
Terrain. Pull up.
Good. Hydraulic, what are we looking
Don't
at here?
sink.
Hydraulics.
Don't sink.
92
Too low.
over 92.
Terrain. Too low. Gear. Too low. Flaps. Too low. Terrain.
All right. ANA figured
Bank angle.
to have
Bank
its own
angle.
700 ER.
1,000.
Yep.
500.
Holy cow. A
100.
700 ER? That'd be cool.
50.
I don't know how they would. How would that work in a 700? You know, that's crazy.
Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Too low. Terrain. Caution. Terrain.
All right, folks, we're ready to go here. Let's run the checklist and let's get out of here.
Pull up.
You can see I'm hustling because I got to get this airplane out on time. So we're just doing a little bit of hustling. Okay, before start, checklist. Wrong checklist. I just flew the 727 the other night, so I'm like, wait a minute, that's not going to work. All right, checklist in hand. Do you have the right checklist? Yes, I do. All right, before start, fuel pumps are on. I recorded at 29,000, just short of about 29,000. Or excuse me, 23.9 on the fuel, and our center tanks will be on. Passenger signs, they are on. Window heat is on. Hydraulic pumps, they're on. Lights are off. Let's go ahead and get those doors closed too. We're going to get the doors shut right now, and we'll call for everybody else to get off the airplane. in terms of release the air conditioning unit. That's coming off. Ground power is coming released as well. We're on ship power. We're going to go ahead and throw that. And we're going to click remove the chocks while we're here. And we're going to shut the doors. 1, 2. And while that's, we've got 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and throw the APU bleed on and the packs on. Shouldn't be too bad. It's 40, 50. It's about 65 in the cabin right now. So I'm not too worried about the heat. But I'll throw the packs on for the passengers. Now you can see we have a left wing and over wing. If you ever see that and you go, oh no, we're down, you're not. What I want you to do is push the throttles past 40%. And I'll show you why. In the airplane, let me go ahead and back it up. This is our nice cabin, by the way. In the air, I wish they did I just wish the cabin was better. You see this is the emergency exit. There's pins in there, and there's 2 pins. Double pins. There's 4 pins that lock on this door. If you're ever sitting in this seat, you'll hear it when the throttle come up. Click, click. All right. These are actual lock pins. So once I push the throttles up, I'm pushing them up right now. See how they're off? That's it. Done. Those pins locked in. Click, click. You're done. We're good to go now. We got a good jet. Everything's looking good. We're ready to go, folks. Let's call for dispatch. Let's call for push. Lights coming on. And the collision lights on. We're good to go. Let's get the GSX rolling. I'm looking at the clock and prepare for push. Welcome to the line. We got it, especially on a proving flight. We want to get out on time here. We do not want to mess around. So on-time departure is what we want to do. Curtis, how are you, buddy? Good to see you. I'm on my sim and I just took off and put autopilot on. Good deal. Where are you heading? Let us know where you're going. Cool. Okay, sorry. Let me go back. Let me fix this. Let's close the doors. I've got to change this. I have my own... Go ahead. Hang on. Go ahead. Anytime. Okay, gotcha. Thanks. Okay. Tow bar's connecting. Here we are, folks. We're going to get a nice push right now. We'll look behind us. They already gave us the push clearance, and they're off a line. That sucks. So iSlip is now gonzo, which is terrible. That's bad. All right, we're getting hooked up. There it goes, raising the nose gear. You guys ready? Oh, here we go. Listen to it. That's a coastal one. We're going to go ahead and nose to the left. All right, let's go and pop the brakes off. Let's do this. Whoa. All right. All right, hold on. Do not do anything. If I lose my track IR, I'm going to cry like a baby. That is not what I want to see right now. Don't you dare do that. Okay, hold on. We can salvage it. Maybe. By the way, I got to get a new track IR. Come on. Come on, work. Oh, there we go. Oh, jeez, it just had it. Come on, bro. What are you doing to me? Is it hanging off? It's right there. It's where it needs to be. All right. You know what, track IR? I'm getting a new one, by the way. I'm in the market. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's do this. What is going on? Okay, let's go back over here. Angle attack. I do not want to shut this off. Let's see if we can't get it to work over here. It's really having a hard time grabbing this. I'm having a problem. It's probably electrical. I got tape on it because it's broken. All right, we're good. I'm not going to cause a delay on this. We're just going to push. So, all right, push coming out. Brakes off. Let's go. All right, brakes are off. Let's go. All right, guys, we're pushed right on time at 7 a.m. If I stopped my track IR, I'm going to try one thing. All right, you guys tell me in the chat. Should we do Toby or track IR better? What do you think is going to work better? All right, let's start them up. So we're going to go to the overhead panel. We're going to shut down the packs. Packs are coming off. All right, packs are off. Here we go. Starting number 2 to ground. All right, I'll just stop that right now. All right, we're doing 6, 8. And we're just looking for 22. We're looking for 25. Here comes the fuel. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy, you guys. It's gonna absolutely drive me crazy. All right, we're gonna come over here. Fuel on. All right, we got a light. Yeah, it's because I got a loose wire in here. So I need to get it, like, either I use track IR or Toby, and I don't know which one I should use. So, what do you guys think? Toby good? I have to do something, like, now. I'm like gonna overnight it, whatever it is, because I can't fly without it. So it's kind of a prerequisite here. There's a light, we got it. Oil pressure, oil temperature's off, start valve's coming close, looking for a rollback. There's a rollback. All right, let's do this. Coming on the overhead, we're gonna isolate, ventilate. We're gonna isolate the ISO valves that isolates left and right side, and we're gonna get some air into the cabin now for our peoples back there, so they're not dying. We're going to start both engines today, only because we're pretty heavy. I wouldn't say we're pretty heavy, but we're heavy enough where we could get, I mean, we don't save a ton of gas. I like my Toby way better than my track IR. Are you serious? All right, there you go. Oh, you're doing the same route? Sweet, man. That's cool. Wish I would have saw you. 25. Let me know how the weather is. See what I mean? Like, this is driving me freaking nuts. It's going to drive me crazy, you guys. All right, so you say go with Toby. Well, then I'm going to. Sean, if you said it's good to go, well, it's good to go in my book. Park brake is set. We're starting engine number 1. It's a single engine taxi. Get out of there. All right, guy with the pen, give him a salute. We're done. All right, I'm going to buy a Toby eye tracker tonight because I can't deal with this. So it's just not going to work. There's must-haves. This is a must-have. Oil pressure and starter is cut out. Looking for the rollback. Good on the rollback. All right, let's go on the overhead panel. Let's finish it up. Coming upstairs here. What the heck is it? You guys ready? Here we go. 1, 2, APU's off. Then we're going to come over here. Let's check our battery all the way around. Everything's looking good. Generator 1, 400, 115. 2, 400, 115. Inverter's looking good. All right. Good on that. Propeat's coming on. And packs are now on. 1, 2, APU's off. Dropping down. All right, we're going to go continuous, taxi on, flaps 5. Watch your knees. Let's go check it. Good. Rudders. Let's get in the flight deck. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Where'd my mouse go? There it is. My mouse had disappeared. Okay, work for me. Oh, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. Bear with me on this one, guys. This is going to be rough. I'm going to have to like electrical tape it or something. All right, taxi checks coming up. Generators are on, propede is on, anti-ice is off, flight controls are free, flaps 5-5 with the green light. That's it, transponders coming on CARA, and we are rocking and rolling out of here. Right there. Bang, bang, bang. I don't think we have anybody online anymore. Let me just verify that. We have Boston Center, doesn't really matter. Nope, nobody's on. So iSlip is reporting marginal weather, and I just need the chart pulled up. Let's see what we got here for iSlip. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. Okay, we're doing tower 119.3. 119.3. You folks ready? 119.3. Let's go. All right, brakes off. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Okay, brakes off. We're out of here. I love these Boris sounds. Are just awesome. Such a good job with them. Let me ask you, Sean, with the Tobii eye tracker, I've done a little bit of research, but with Tobii eye tracker, I don't have to have anything on my head, right? It just tracks my head movement. Look who just walked in, Captain Shaquille Oatmeal. What is going on, my man? Hey, I don't have either. From what I have looked up in reviews, Tobii is the way to go. Well, thank you, brother. I'm going to get it done. That's for sure. We're going to do it. We got to do it because I can't handle it. I'm going to go nuts. iSlip traffic, Riptide 181, taxi runway 6. iSlip. We're going to 2-4. Don't worry, folks. We're going to 2-4. I got to flip this thing around. What a piece of... Okay, you want to know something really cool on this runway? I don't know if I could show you. But this used to be a runway over here. Not anymore. All right, guys. We're going to do an about face. I'm totally sorry about this. That's my own stupidity. That's an ID10T error. Anybody know what that spells? Just write it down. ID10T error. Totally my fault. Yes, it's an idiot error. That's what it's called. Yeah, I'm having electrical problems, and it's causing me to go nauseous. So I'm just going to shut that off for a minute. All right, so we're going to only use this. I got a loose wire in here. I got to overnight the thing or get it delivered tomorrow. Is it hard to set up or a pretty easy setup, Sean? And Shaquille, are you going to Providence? Are you going to the expo? Is anybody going to the expo on the chat? It'd be awesome if you were. It's only in 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks away, and we're heading over there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, you guys ready to go here? Attendant notification. We're number 1. Here come the throttles. We're right on back down. We're gonna check that one and reset. We're good. Let's call the flight attendants. Flight attendant seats for takeoff. Thank you. You guys got to put seatbelts on. Don't I got to wear my belt? Dang it. I haven't done that in a long time. Should we do chutes on, folks? Members in the chat, let me know. It's all up to you. I used to work here. Lots of stories in this airport. We had some guy drive on the runway here. Dude went nuts. And this is before 9/11. So security wasn't even closed. Dude gets in his car and just starts driving. You know, he didn't want to hurt anybody, but he had a screw loose, I think, and he was just like, yeah, I'm just going to drive my personal car on the runway. And we were like, what in the world are you doing? And looking back now, it's like, wow, dude. Well, needless to say, he never worked at the airport again. But other than that, okay, hold on. Sorry. I'm doing two things at once. And I'm cruising. All right, we've got 6 on the pavement here.
Approaching 06.
Yeah, the passengers just ate their seats. It was awesome. Ugh. All right, what'd you say? Let me get your comments real quick. Hey, Marco, hope all is well. Good to catch a live one. Yeah, man. Oh, yes, he'll be there. All right, come and check me, man. Come and say hi, will you? Good to see you again. All right, guys, shoot's on. You guys ready? Should we do shoots today? Yeah, I think we should. Oh, my goodness gracious. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. Maybe we shouldn't. All right, shoots on. Let's do this thing. We got Boston Center on. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, these are very restrictive, so you guys are lucky. They're really restricted. I mean, I'm like tight in here. It's not even a thing. And by the way, members, thanks for being on. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate the support and everything. Let's do our checklist and let's get out of here. Okay, takeoff config is checked. Packs coming set. Packs are auto bleeds are on. Okay, altimeters are set. Recall is complete. Takeoff checks are complete. Stupid thing. All right, you guys, this is gonna be rough. I'm gonna have to try to do something here. Islip traffic, Riptide 181, taking runway 6. Islip. Let's go. All right, you with me? Flaps are set. We're looking good. And we've got the right displays. Coming in with the lighting. Woo. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn-off's coming on. And last but not least, strobe it. And wing lights. Yeah. And last. Hopefully we get that. Can you see anything over here in the throttle? Where's that looking? On this side?
On runway 06.
Runway 06. Roger. I'm going to hold right there. I don't like to do a static takeoff, but I have to adjust this, so I'm going to do one. Ooh. No, see, I can't do it now. All right, you guys can't. Can you see anything here? I guess you can see the throttles. That's fine for now. We'll adjust it at cruise. Let's go. Auto throttle coming armed. There we are. Once we get to 40%, we're going to go ahead and hit toga. There we are. All right, just flipped off on me. No big deal. Back on. All right, good. Push the yoke down. All right, we're on the roll. Islip with traffic. Riptide 181 on the roll. All right, there's 80 knots. Cross check. We'll just release that back pressure just a little bit. I mean, the forward pressure on the nose. And my hands are on the throttle the whole entire time here until we hit V1. No, not a lot of margin.
V1.
Here we go. Here we go. Whoa, whoa, Hammer. What the? All right, we don't want to drag a wingtip, so we had some gust over there. We got to gear up. We're not trying to drag a wingtip on the runway, so about 20 degrees and no more than that. Okay, so right there, we're gonna stop it. Stop the rotation. I'm hands off. Nice. All right, we're gonna go direct to beads, I think. Looking good. We'll start our turn out to beads right now. I'm gonna go ahead and just it's called bug up for us, so I'm gonna go ahead and bug it up. All right, and we're gonna increase the altitude. Climb all the way up to 10 for now. 10,000 set. Okay, it's radar vectors over to beads, so we've got a long way to go. Flaps coming up to 1. I can take a peek. Nice and scuddy over here in the northeast. Typical northeast weather in the summertime. Okay, we'll stop the roll right now. All right, flaps are coming up. Sorry about the track IR. I'm going to shut it down here shortly. And then I'm going to try to retape the thing. All right, I'm going to go here and click beads, direct, go. All right, let's go ahead and kick it over. I'm not, I'm auto. I'm manual flying the aircraft right now, so I'm just manually doing it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and start increasing. Change that. Keep the climb going. I'm going to rotate to about 10 degrees. There we are. What's the weather? 21. Plus 21. We're good. So I'm going to hold about 10 to 15. So I want a good climb up. And then the speed's going to come up to about 250. There we are. This is pretty good. I feel good with this in terms of when I could turn on the autopilot. We're in a nice stable climb right now, so I'm feeling good about the autopilot coming on. So we're going to click Command. We're going to click VNav and LNav. They were reversed, that's all right. And I'm going to throw that to off. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just come down here. And I'm going to make sure our taxi light is off. And then I'm going to retract our retractables. I'll make sure those are coming up. I'm going to keep the weather radars coming on for me. I don't have to worry about terrain right now. I'm going to go ahead and clear the timer. I'll put that on ET. There we go. All right, so we're at 250 knots, climbing through 6,000 feet up to 10. And I'm going to go higher than that, obviously. So we're going to go up to 3-4. We'll just go unrestricted because we don't have any air traffic control. And I want you to watch your TAT, your total air temperature there. You want to make sure you stay. There's 340. It's going to be a nice breakout here, guys. Watch this breakout coming up. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. Welcome, sun. Nice. All right, so on the climb, couple things. Now we should hit differential about 4. About this altitude, we should see a differential about 4 to 5 right now. So our differential is right there. We're about 3.5 where we need to be. I'm going to go ahead and throw these two off. We don't need those two on right now. And we are pressurizing. We are climbing. Flight altitude's 34. Bleeds and packs are on, so you check that now before you hit 14,000 because then you're going to have a problem. You want to make sure you're pressurizing, your bleeds and packs are on. Let's run our climb check right now. We just did our flows. So packs and bleeds auto and on. They are auto and on. Pressurization checked. Start switches are off. APU is off. Flaps up, no lights. Climb check completed. 10,000 feet, chime them. And I'm going to go ahead and release the flight attendants now. I'm going to hold this speed right about here, about 259. And the reason why I'm doing that is because 10,000 feet, we're supposed to be in the turbulence. The limitation for Coastal Airways is anything below 250 knots. I mean, anything below 15,000 feet, we need to be at 250 knots. Above 15,000 feet, we can accelerate to 280. So that's kind of our Coastal Airways limitation. It's our op specs. Not our op spec. It's our company SOP. All right. And I'm going to keep the seatbelts on. So what the heck? I will release them. Oh, they're good. Okay. And I got to work on my SLC. Here's our turn. 260. I know. And I don't think we had any restrictions on our N1 page. Nope, we're on a straight up climb. All right, let me get to your comments, and I'll turn this off, and that's off. All right, Mike says cool driving around or taxiing. Yes, exactly. Marco, thanks for the parachutes, man. Once we hit about 14, they're coming off. 15,000. All right, there's 14K, you guys. looking good. 34 is set. Beautiful. Beautiful roll out there. Not much to see, unfortunately, out the window. We've got just nothing but, overcast and some bumps. So I'm going to go ahead and set the speed now to 280. So we just passed 15. So now we can increase our speed. The airplane's going to pitch down. Look at that. I hope this clears out, you guys. I want some good weather next week into here. Did anybody look at the forecast? Because I haven't seen the weather forecast. These are coming off. I have not seen the weather forecast just yet, so I don't know what to expect. Max, what did you say? Just got my curved monitor. Any tips to simming with a curved monitor? Dude, I love it. I absolutely love it. I've got my curved monitor here. Enjoy it. That's my tip. Really enjoy it. It's awesome. Okay, good. How long did it take, and where did you order your Toby from, Sean? Because I'm going to put an order in right now. Did you? I'm just going to buy it right now. So did you go to Amazon? Where did you buy it from? And I needed to get it. Unfortunately, I need to get it here within a day or two. I mean, it's okay because I'm going on vacation here on Thursday. So, but I really want to start. I'm going to need it. Next week we won't need it because I'm gone pretty much. But that's it. Here comes 18,000. Our job is not done yet. All right, so once we hit this 18 grand, we're going to go ahead and there's 18,000. So let's go ahead and overhead here. And we'll shut our lights off first. Get those lights off. That's on. That's coming off. And logos are off. All set there. Cool. And then last but not least, we are going to come upstairs and shut off the floodlights. I think that's flooded. Yeah. Let's go ahead and shut off those floodlights. We're good to go. And then standard. That's it. It's the end of that. We should have some weather that we're dealing with just in a couple segments we've got to watch for. Some thunderstorms that'll be knocking on the doorstep. Robbinsville VOR, let's tune that 113.8. 113.8. Right there. We're going to shoot that to number 1 VOR. 113.8. You can see we just tuned that in. We're at 75 miles to go. Toby eye tracker. Is it 6? Good night. That's expensive. All right, so it's pretty expensive. Is it just that one bar? That's expensive, dude. Is a value pack for, oh, I don't know, $400. Yeah. Shoot. I'm looking at a quote of $359, you guys. That's expensive, huh? I don't remember if it was Amazon, but that's going to be fastest. Yeah. You can't wait. If you can't wait, you can maybe save a little by buying on their site. Yeah, it's the eye tracker, folks. It's just one of those deal breakers for me. Like, I need one, right? It's just the work I do. I need one. Like, I just need one. I can't fly without it. Okay, well, I'm probably going to be spending 400 bones now. Stupid thing. I mean, to be honest with you, let's be honest. Let's be real. This Track IR unit, I mean, we're talking 15 years old. We're nearly talking, it's a little less than that. Probably at least a decade. At least a decade old. That's pretty darn good, right? I mean, 10 years, that's really good. And nowadays, That's really good. I mean, you don't get that kind of. All right, I'll back off here. Let's get some more speed. I just took the ISA window and I closed it. So I just hit speed intervene because I had it open. So I closed it for you Airbus folks. I closed the. I think it was supposed to. It was open speed, whatever you want to call that. I know you guys say open climb, but I was in open speed on a Boeing. I was in speed hold. So I just closed it, and now once I closed it, now the computer is controlling the speed and the pitch to maintain this speed, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's a game changer. Where do I mount it? On the bottom? All right, good. So Sean, let me ask you a question. I have a curved monitor. Does it mount? I've seen the mount under the monitor. So it curves. I just want to make sure I can use that curve thing. And I'm not going to get hosed with that. And I mean, I'm not going to do any research. I mean, you said it's good to go. I'm just going to buy it, right? I'm just going to say, you know what? I'm good. And that's what's cool about simmers, you know. We could, like you said, with chase plane, I think it's worth it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty seamless. Just here's a little bit of preview on chase plane. If I go back, I could throw the drone mode on. You can see the airplane just flying away from us. If I wanted to do a spot view, we could do a chase view. Tail, belly, and you could configure any of these. I can add, that's what's so cool about this. I could add and add and add all of the views I want. You know, that's our standard overwing or left wing engine view, left engine view. You see, we could just keep going and going and going with this. And we could program all of these. Now, I don't have enough. I do have enough. I just need to configure my keyboard. And once I did that, I can. You could go nearest parking tower, and then you can add a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So I think it's pretty neat. And like I was saying, it's just, you know, you said, yeah, do it. I'm going to do it. It's good for you. It's going to be good for me. You have yours mounted on a thin profile TV right now. So as long as you have a spot near the center. But it's got to be on the monitor, right? I'll have to look. Let me look at it. I have no idea. Okay. We're through 26. We are jamming. Burning down that center. We got about 2,900 pounds of fuel. Well, I want to go out of there. I'm going to go to spot view. There we are. This aircraft's called Megan's Bay. For Megan's Bay, Virgin Islands there in St. Thomas. It's a pretty cool livery, I'll tell you. I like it. Pretty. Looks good on the 800 too. Not tooting my own horn, but the painter did an excellent job. Alright, so this is a Tobii Eye Tracker 5 hand and eye tracking gaming peripheral for the PC. We have Tobii Eye Tracker 5. I thought you said 6 was the new one. Let me see what, let me go out of Amazon and see what Tobii Eye Tracker is doing. Because I think they're a Swedish company. If I'm not mistaken. And do you think I could buy one next week? Let me just go to Tobii.com and see if I can get it and see how much it's going to be. Glasses. Okay. Products. There's glasses, wearable eye tracker glasses. That's interesting. Don't think I want to do that. Weird. The Tobii Pro Spark, the Tobii Pro Fusion. Screen-based eye tracker, capturing gaze data at speeds of 250 hertz. This powerful research system supports from fixation to saccade-based research outside of the lab. I think that's what you have, right? Okay. Well, how much is it? And how long would it be to get it here? Let's see what we got. I'm looking, folks. I'm looking at the solutions here. Is DC on? No, they're not. Okay. I gotta reach out to somebody? Really? I don't think they have a shipping. I mean, I don't think they have like I can't buy it from their site. So I may just have to use Amazon, I guess. Which is okay if I had to, right? Got it. It's on the bottom. The bracket is about 4 inches wide. It uses adhesive and the tracker attaches via magnets. Okay. 5 is the newest, I think. Okay. The good thing about Amazon is if you don't like it for some reason, easy returns. You have the eye tracker 5. Let me pick it up, man. I'm just going to order it now. I'm just going to do it. Eye tracker 5 coming up. I don't think they have a 6. Let's see. No, they don't. So Tobii's selling it for about 360 bucks. Whew. Ming. June 19th. No, I don't want to do that. My wife has Prime. I wonder if I can get a Prime deal on it. You know, and get it here. A tripod bracket. That's interesting. And it works with Flight Sim pretty good. I think, is Tobii going to be there? I think Tobii might be at the expo. I don't know. I won't be home, that's why. So maybe I'll just order it. See if she can get it earlier. Because I'm leaving Thursday this week, so maybe I can get it earlier. I don't know. We'll see. Let me see what it said. Fastest delivery is overnight. I don't want that. That's probably going to be $1 bazillion. Just, no thanks. Let's see if I add to cart. I don't want a 2-year protection or that stuff. No thanks. Okay, you had 34,000 folks. Ah. Just kind of look for some shipping options and see if my wife can get it here quicker than I can. At 34,000, we've hit it. Tired. All right, you can see we're still going out west, and then we're at level cruise. We're looking good now. Go ahead and release them. Give you guys a quick rundown. All right. Yep. All right, folks, from the flight deck, we've reached cruising altitude to 34,000 feet. Seatbelt signs coming off. We should have a nice smooth ride here at 34. We got some weather just up ahead on the west a little bit. We'll keep you posted, and we'll get a little bit more down in Virginia. Right now, we show about 2 hours left remaining in the flight. We should have you on the ground into Tampa. Bottom of the hour, just slightly before that. So just roughly 2 hours from now. Thanks again for watching the FSBN channel. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Thank you. All right, what do you got? Sean, he said, anything changed between now and Expo, you'd probably be within the 30-day review. Also, yes, probably with Prime. Yeah, I'm going to try it. I'm going to text my wife this and say, can you get this overnighted, or can you, I should say, how's the earliest you can get this by? How's that? That's probably a good question to ask. So I'm going to do the Tobii Eye Tracker 5 head and eye tracking gaming peripheral for the PC. That's all you need, right? That one bar with the USB in it. That's it. Pretty cool. Which is nice, because then I could get rid of all the wires and stuff, man. I kind of like that. Here, let's go up to here. I'm going to click copy. It is expensive, though. I'm gonna, it's pricey. Yeah, it's pretty pricey. Let me go ahead and send this out and say, how fast can they deliver this? Let's try that first. Let's see what she says. We'll go from there. So we got about 2 hours, folks. 2 hours remaining. About estimating 13:37. So just about 2 hours from now. It's been about 22. So 2 hours and 20 minutes. What did I say? What did I give you a quote on? 2 hours and... What did I say? 2 hours and 29 minutes. So yeah, we'll be a little earlier. Whew. All right, we just turned the track to the south. Now we're heading southish. We've got Modena 1132. I'm going to program that 113.2. We're heading that southbound. There you go. We're past Robbinsville, way past that. We're pretty much in Washington's. We're actually in New York airspace. Washington is over more to the east. So we're kind of going way out west a little bit over Jersey, and we're just basically at Jersey and then flying south. Let's see if I can get you a good VOR here. You got Woodstown VOR. Baltimore. We're basically going to be right over the top of Baltimore. 115.1. 115. There's an airport we don't ever fly into. That'll be fun to fly one of these days. Into Baltimore, huh? Back to your comments. Yes, it should come with the mounting clips. It's just one USB. Okay. We'll see. I'll see what she says. Right? I mean, we'll go from there. Cool. £1,400 of fuel in the center tank right now. And weather-wise, there's some turbulence up ahead. Let's see what we got. Radar is good to go. Turbulence. We should have a nice ride. I don't see any really big bumps until we get down to, down to Greensboro, the Carolinas. I think we're in pretty good shape. Tell you what, I'm gonna get some food. Yeah, dinner's afoot. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna go ahead and up there, looking good. I'm gonna step out just for the flight deck a minute. Looks like we got something on radar up ahead. Not at our altitude. It looks like it. Looks like there's some bumps up there. How high can we go? Cruise, we can go 38. We can go to 36. 36 might be a good one for us. Let's see. It's pretty smooth now, so I don't want to tempt fate, but let's see what 36 has in store. Pretty much the same. Same ride at 36. Why don't we go up to 36 and then we could, that's optimum for us. Kind of get us slightly over that weather. 360. If we did a step climb, I'll show you. Go over here, down here. I'm going to throw this to step. Nope. Let's give it a second. It's going to calculate it. How are we doing on our savings? 3.7% savings. Why not? Okay, let's step it up. So we're going to go 360 once, execute, twice, 3 times on the overhead. Right there, 36,000 feet. And then, lastly, altitude intervene. Let's go, airplane. Climb me up. Cool. All right, folks. Well, here we go, up to 360. I'll have to just stay here for a minute just to test the waters, just to make sure it's good to go. And then I'm going to step up and get something to eat. And then I'll be back from the flight deck here. All right. Now, I guess we'll get some weather update here in a little bit. 900 pounds in that center tank, man. I might have to just run it. I don't know if I can get up right now, because it's going to get low, and I gotta shut off the fuel, so I don't know if it's worth me getting up. Oh boy, you guys. Now what? This is a nice cell, and this is a nice storm. They've got. All right, Sean, I got you, brother. $1,000 to go, 900 pounds. I got you. You're good to go, bud. If I have a question, I'll let you know. All right, 860 pounds. Again, I don't want to walk away yet. I want to see how the ride is at 36 plus. I want to see how our fuel is going to be burning down to that center tank a little bit. And I don't want to cut through all that center tank fuel while I'm gone. So there's that. And there's Baltimore. And there's 36. $660 miles, top of descent. I want to show you where I am. Maybe we could pull that. There you go. Let's go to lock the aircraft. I'll show you where we're at. I'll zoom in for you. Can I make it full screen? Yep, there we go. That's kind of where we are. You can see Delaware right here. We're going to be over Baltimore here shortly. I do love the sounds. The sounds are pretty cool. He did a good job. Mike liked and subscribed. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, Mike. So it looks like we're going to get a Tobii eye tracker here, folks. We'll test that out and see how it goes. We have a nice ride pretty much all the way over. I said there's going to be some bumps down in Virginia area. It's got to kind of going right over it, but we'll see. We shall see. I can't leave the flight deck just yet until I burn down that 600 pounds of fuel in the center a little bit. Got to get some food. Peace. All right, buddy. We'll see you. I got to do the same. Getting hungry. I'm just contemplating whether I should just shut the center tank off now, burn down some of the wings while I'm gone, come back, then open the centers, burn down the rest of that. Yeah, we could do that. No big deal. All right, I'm going to go ahead and shut off that center tank for now, and then we'll burn the wings up. We'll come back and then burn the rest of the center tank off. Because you don't want a low fuel. You don't want to leave the flight deck now with that low of a gas on the center. You want to burn down about maybe 150, 100 pounds and then shut it off. $13.37, we're working. Okay, next VOR is Gordonsville, is it? 1156. I'm going to go ahead and flip it over to nav2, 115.6. Flipped it over there. There it goes. About 107 miles from that. Oh, we're so close, dude. I was like, I'm so close to shutting it off. There's 500. 400. Ja, what's going on, man? He says, hello, sir. Just got done taking my coding exam. How'd you do? Hello, all. And thanks for the support, Ja. Appreciate it, man. Currently flying over North Carolina. How's the weather over there? He's ahead. So you're our pathfinder today. You're gonna check all of our weather and see how it is. Rides it's 36,000, and you know what? Let me pull you up on our VAT sim. We have VAT sim here. What are you in? Are you flying a 7.3? What are you going down into? That's Philly. We don't want that one. You're in South Carolina, you said. So you're further down a little bit. Let me see. Are you way down there? Not that far. You're in. Oh, you might not be on VAT. Are you on VATSIM? Let's see. Nope, that's not you either. You could be going the other way. Nope. It's like an F-16 here or something. That's pretty cool. Boston MCO. I don't see you. You might not be on VATSIM though, so. Overnight, done. Let's do that. She said it's overnight. Sorry guys, I'm trying to oh, there's some weather coming up. Yeeks. We'll see how it is. Watch, we're gonna get all sorts of bumps. 250 pounds right now. Let's see here, folks. What do we got here on the chat? Currently flying over Northern Carolina. I'm on. Okay, infinite flight. Gotcha. Not VATSIM. Hey, Jason, what did I miss? What did you miss, Chris? What flight sim is this? This is MSFS 2020. Sure. We're in the PMDG 737-800. And we're going over to. This is a new route for our airline. We're going over to Tampa from Islip MacArthur Airport in Long Island. It's about 160 pounds in the center tank. We're anticipating some weather just south of here, and I'm going to get some supper here in a minute. Chris, how are you, friend? Are you you out and about? You got home? Oh, that's right, you're off. You got the next few days off. Good for you. Oh, cool. I'm subscribed. Well, thanks for subscribing. I appreciate the sub, man. Hopefully, airplane studies. Hopefully, we could help you out, and you can help me out. That's how it works. You guys, the folks on this channel on watching tend to catch my mistakes. There's a lot of them. So I'm going to go ahead and shut off the center tank. We got about 90 pounds in the center now, and one of the limitations on the aircraft is you don't ever want to run it dry, and that's because of the heating and all that. That pump, that center pump, can heat it up pretty good. I'm just going to turn off some lights here, just kind of help on the frames. It's pretty dark, but that's all right. We'll be all right. I'll shut that off. I'll shut that off. Boy, let me tell you, this is a big difference versus a 727. I gotta say, the 7.3 is a dream. The 7.2 is not. The 7.2 was a rough piece of you know what. It was fun. It's a fun airplane to fly, but let me tell you, you got to work for it. You got to work for everything you do on that airplane. There's no joke. No storms yet. Yep. Beautiful day here in Tampa. That's right. I'm headed by you. Get the grill ready. Let's go on your boat. I'll take a boat out with you. That'd be fun. Cody, he flies for us. He goes, hey, I'm getting the grill fired up. I love it. Max, what's up? But he says, I tried the 777-300 and ran into a bug during engine start. Really? I like that. You know, that airplane's interesting. Have you lost the latest Bluebird? You know, not yet, but I'm going to. I have a meeting with them scheduled, or I should say, have a meeting with them scheduled next week. Navigraph's going to be talking to them, and we've been talking to them for a while now over at Navigraph. So they're great. They're great. Honestly, they're great folks over at Bluebird. I can't say anything. I can't praise them enough. Right? They just do excellent, really, really good people to work with. I'm super excited for them. I can't wait to get my hands on that airplane. I think they're going to have it. They're going to have a demo that you could fly at the expo. So I'm super excited just to kind of see how it works and get in there and feel it and fly around with it. I'm excited to test it. I'm super stoked for it. I can't. This is probably one of my. It is one of my favorite, most anticipated aircraft, other than this one, to fly. I am super excited for the 7.5, and for a lot of reasons. But one, for Coastal Airways here, that airplane is going to do, I think, tremendous work for us in terms of just the performance we're going to get out of it. Like the 600 is the same thing for us. The 600. By the way, we're going to get in some crap here in just a minute, and we're going to be right into it. And here's another thing. I'll show you why and how you can depict what's going on. You could do this with a bottle too. Guys, if you're ever flying, it's super cool. And you could, even in a Cessna, it doesn't matter. Let's say you're like, am I going to hit that cloud? I don't have a bottle here. But you could take a bottle with water in it, and you go like this. And obviously you can't see anything, but the water's going to run here. And if you use that as a horizon mark. And if the clouds are okay, if they're below that water mark, you're going to be over the clouds. If you're above that water mark, you're going to be in the clouds. We are going into the cloud, which means a few things. One, this is probably from the thunderstorm. Number two, we're going to definitely probably get in some turbulence. So we're going to have to start slowing it down to 0.76. I might set the flight attendants down. We're going to have to see. But it's probably with some thunderstorms to the south of us right now, about 40 to 50 miles away. Right, Chris? Are you seeing that? I'm seeing some thunderstorms up there. It's probably what this is. Airplane Studios. Is there my bio underneath this one or not? I don't know if there is. But what my background is in aviation safety. So, yes, I'm a licensed pilot. Instrument rated, all that from Embry-Riddle. I graduated Embry-Riddle. I can't tell you when. No, I can tell. I aged myself, but a while ago I graduated that from Embry-Riddle in the safety department. So, my background's in aviation safety. So plane crashes, I worked with the NTSB right out of college. I did a stint with them. So my passion is in safety, right? So aviation safety sciences, why do planes crash? We just unfortunately had a crash in India, as everybody knows. And I was very, very on top of that one. Like, okay, what do we know about human factors? What do you know about crashing? Now, everybody could speculate. There's a bazillion things that happened with that one. We don't know. Obviously, nobody knows. What we do know is it was a crisis, and it was right off the bat. That's what we know about that airplane. I can tell you right now, their hands were full, and their hands were full right at rotation. So something bad happened. I saw a picture of the rat down. Obviously, it's not confirmed. I heard the airplane on one of the videos come across. It sounds like the rat was deployed, which means we've got a power failure. Either both engines flamed out on them or a hydraulic. Sounds like the engines were not producing power. And I really, really am super sad for the crew. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do to save that airplane at that point. You're a lawn dart. It just sucks. So, I mean, again, it's a fly-by-wire airplane. So the good news, it wasn't. There's no good news. There just isn't. It was wallowing like that. It was on that verge of stall. Just nothing you can do if it's a dual power loss like that. And and somebody could ask, well, how would? And I'm not saying that happened, but it looks like it wasn't producing power, right? Or minimal or something. Who knows? Well, what would happen? On the 787 to shut off both engines. One thing we think about is, well, it could be fuel contamination, right? However, you have airplanes that took off before it. Did they have flameouts? No, but you're going to be looking at the quality of the gas in the tanks. You're going to be looking at all those things. And obviously they have the DFDR and they have the voice recorder. So they're going to be able to kind of see what happened with the performance of the airplane. And they'll probably get a good idea of what was going on. But it's a shame. It just sucks. It really, really sucks. And you hate plane crashes. You hate seeing them. We should never have a plane crash. We just shouldn't. And then, we had a mid-air. I can believe it. Okay? Let me rephrase that. It should have never happened. The one in DCA should have never happened. I think our system's antiquated. For our ATC system, it's antiquated. It really, truly is. It wasn't never built for this kind of volume. It just needs to be updated. And I'm grateful to see in the bill. I don't know if it's going to pass, but there's a bill coming through the floor that's going to address that, I hope. And I hope we can do something about it, right? Where we can get in there. Now it's negative 20 degrees. I don't mean to change the subject, but it's negative 20 degrees. We're kind of in this cloud issue. So we're going to have some kind of, we're probably going to need engine anti-ice on, folks. I mean, it's at negative 20. We're pushing these clouds. It's not too turbulent yet. We're just kind of surfing these clouds a little bit, getting into this area of precipitation. So I might need to throw on the engine anti-ice. And to do so, we're going to come up here. I want to throw this to continuous on both. And then we're going to throw the engine anti-ice on. The reason why I'm hesitating with that is this pulls power from the engines. And not only that, it increases fuel burn. Two things a CEO hates, right? Fuel burn. Don't like it. Airplane studies. I want to go to Embry-Riddle. Chris, did you see that? Chris is a former alum from our college. We're both alumni to the university. So I could give you tips if you want to go to Embry-Riddle. It's got its up and downs, right? So I'm not going to lie to you. It's very steep pricing. All right, money wise, it is an absolute killer. Do you need to go? No, you don't need to go to Embry-Riddle. Yes, back in the years ago, I mean, obviously, it's still probably one of the, if not the best, aviation universities on the planet. But you're paying for it, right? So and this is what I say all the time. If money is not an object, then go to Embry-Riddle. There's nothing else like it. You're going to get an education that you're just like, holy crap, I've learned a ton. And you're surrounded by like-minded people. Everybody in that university loves airplanes in one way or the other. You might have grease monkeys, you might have stick jockeys, you might have business people. I wish I would have went into aviation business. It's one of my passions. Obviously safety is as well, but think of the careers. It's not, in business, I could go anywhere with that degree. Aviation safety was very niche, right? I had to find something that was niche for me. So I was like, wow, what's gonna work? And yeah, just Chris said it. Chris and I know Embry-Riddle. We both went there. So I'm gonna tell you the goods and bads, right? The goods, it's amazing. You're gonna get an amazing education from it. All right. People live, eat, sleep, and breathe aviation at Embry-Riddle. You be walking to class, right? And when I was walking to school, when I was going to school, it had MD-80s. So MD-80s would blast out of there from Delta, and everybody would just stop. And everybody would look up, and would you stop your conversation? And everybody, it doesn't matter. You would all look up at the airplane. And once the airplane departed, you would just continue your conversation. That's who you're surrounded by. That's who you're with. You're with those like-minded people that have the same passion as you. That is the good, all right? And the education is just amazing. The bad, it is super pricey. I mean, we're talking about if you're going for the pilot course, I want you to think of how much a starter home costs you. And if you're like me, you had to take loans out because I couldn't afford it. So I had to take private loans and I had to take federal loans. It was a lot. I mean, you're basically buying a new house as an 18-year-old or 19-year-old. We're talking $220,000 by the time you are done. Now, the school's going to say, oh, it's only 70 to 80. Yeah, but if you take a loan out, add 15% of interest on top of whatever you take out, that's how much you're going to be sapped with debt when you get out of that place. So think of that too. It's not just, and guys, I'm looking at a barrel of some weather here up ahead. Now, hold on. Don't mean to stop. Hold that thought. Let me just track the radar really quick. I got to track this radar. So I'm going to go ahead and click weather T, and I'm going to put it to 0. I don't want to see what's down. I want to see what's right on my nose, painted 0. See, it's -2. I don't want that. So I'm going to increase the tilt. I don't want negatives here. Okay, it's still on auto. That's why. Let me go ahead and my old eyes are not doing it. All right, I don't want auto. Let's take that out. We want weather and T. I want to go right to 0. Give me what's on the nose. I don't care what's below me. I care what's ahead of me. And now it's 0. You see, I'm painting 0 right there. Right there. So 0. So that's what we got. I'm going to go on the saddle here. We're going to deviate a little bit. I'm going to pretend like this is what I see out the window, and we'll deviate. It's okay right now. We're in light turbulence. It's not that bad. I don't even need to pull back the power just yet, so that's good. Anyway, Chris, if you have any advice to give him as well, please give him some advice. Or fix you over. I am over Drake. Let's see here. Delta, Romeo, Alpha, India, Kilo. I'll just write it down in the chat, bud. You're over the Atlantic coast. Cool. DRAIK. That's where we are. Drake. I think I put it in there. There you go, Chris. DRAIK. Airplane study says, that's me. I've always stopped and look at airplanes because I live under the flight path. Well, yeah, if you want to go to Riddle, then you're going to be like that, right? You're going to be that. I mean, we're talking, I had friends who were in engineering, and they could close their eyes, and just by the sound of the engines, the power plants, they knew exactly what kind of airplane it was. They didn't even see the airplane. They heard it. They would close their eyes and say, okay, what airplane? And they would say, oh, it's an A319. Just from the engine sounds. That's pretty good. That's what kind of folks there are there. They're just pretty impressive. But okay, so if I had to do it all over again, would I go to an Embry-Riddle? No. I'm going to be honest with you. I wouldn't have done it. I would went to a state school that had an aviation program. And the reason why I would do that is because, one, it's cheaper, right? State schools, if you live in the state, wherever you're in, it's cheaper that way. You just don't want to be sapped with that much debt. Now, if money's no issue, by all means, go for it. There are people out there who can just drop all that cash on there, and that's cool. My buddy, my roommate, was one of them. He was just buried in money. And he was fortunate enough. Look, dude, my buddy. Let me just tell you, my roommate at Embry-Riddle, we became very good friends. And he said, "Hey, could you pick me up at the airport? Because I'm going away for you're coming up some storms." Yep. We're gonna have to deviate, sir. I just don't know on my radar here. Flip and deviate left or right, of course. Let me just look. Yeah, I'm gonna actually go to the left. I mean, to the right, of course. Let's go right, of course. It looks to me on the radar here that right, of course, is not the way to go. But ahead of us looks like it is the way to go. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go to the right, of course. And just going to kind of break off of here, and I'm going to throw the heading bug over around. Go left. Yeah, I know, but that's what the radar says. Right, of course. Radar says, I mean, look at the radar, right? Left, of course, we're going to be in the nasty stuff. Right, of course, might be better initially. I mean, because if I go left, of course, we're going to get into South Boston, VOR area. And there's some weather, Raleigh, Durham, there's cells. So I might want to kick it right. Chris, what do you think? I'm leaving, guys. I'll be on the next chat. Okay, we'll see you, boss. Tops are 50K. Yeah, then there's no way I'm getting around them. I mean, no way of getting over them. Yeah, now the belt's coming on now, guys. So seatbelt's coming on. I'm going to sit the flight attendants down. And I'm going to just turn over here. The reason why I don't want to go left, Chris, do you see those cells over Raleigh? If I go right, we're going to kind of go behind the weather a little bit, and then that'll kind of swing us. I'm thinking it'll kind of swing us around, what is this? Slammer, VOR, kind of that way. Just kind of go around that weather. GSO just to the west of it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Do you use frame gen? No, I don't. I use the TAA. What do you think? Chris, you good with that? We're going to go around it this way instead of going left, of course. We're going to go right. I'm looking at my radar, and you're looking at yours, but I see a massive cell between Raleigh, Durham, and us, and over GSO. So maybe we kick it all the way west, get behind that crap, You know, and I'm thinking dropping in over by Chester. Maybe we got to drop in through the saddle over there. So it'd be a longer route out there, but I'm gonna probably swing it that way. 2 cells between Raleigh. Yeah. Yeah, over to the east, right? Now we're gonna get into this crap. We're gonna have to start slowing it down here a little bit. It's nice, but I just kind of want to avoid it. Now 50,000 feet they're up in. There's no way we're gonna get through that crap. I'm gonna go dead through it. We might have to just kind of work our way around. I'm just gonna come up a little bit more, about 20 miles, and then we'll turn it. Right now we're 40 away. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna want to do that right now. If I go any closer, we're gonna have to. All right, we're gonna break off here, folks. We're gonna go ahead and select. Let's see what we got. And let's get away from this weather. And I'm talking way west here. We could definitely, we're going to have to deviate until Barrett's Mountain VOR. That's how far west I'm thinking about going, which is 11375. Let's see if I can grab it. 11375. Yeah, you can see that right there on the course. Basically, I want to fly right to that VOR. It's about 93 miles away. Now we're getting into the thumps. Yeah, here we go. We're back in the power down. Let's go 0.76. You on Q75? I was, let me look. Yes, sir. Quebec 75. That's where I was. All right, I got to grab something to eat. I'll be right back. I'm going to take my phone with me, so I'm watching. But I'll be right back. We're just going to keep it deviating this way, kind of get away from that real nasty crap. We got the seatbelt sign on, and we're going around the nasty stuff. I wonder. Yeah, out east it was crappy too. I mean, it's just bad. West, I'm gonna have to poke through there. We can kind of thinking about that one. First River, that kind of thing, and then we can drop down. So it's gonna be about 100-mile deviation, and then whoop. All right, I'll be right back, folks. I got to get some food. All right, folks, I'm back. I'm sorry. I had to eat really quick. We're deviating from that weather. We nice and kind of. It's going to work out perfect. I'm going to go ahead and increase the speed. Yeah, we had to eat. Definitely had to do that. So what I'm doing, just kind of going a swinging really wide west around there. It doesn't really put us out too much because we're going to link up again right after we hit this Spartanburg VOR, which is 1157, right there. And now we're going to go straight to it. So I'm going to throw the heading right onto that. And that's going to take us right in to this VOR here. And then right after we hit this one, I'm kind of swinging it way around. And by the way, I just ordered Toby eye tracker. My wife just did. And I'll be here tomorrow. So that's really good. Looks good on that side. See? And we got a Waterloo today. So I'm having Waterloo with a lime. Now, my whole family is going swimming. So they're headed swimming. I'm going to see when we land because I said, well, I could probably meet you there. Looks like 13:42. So we're looking at about an hour from now. Is what it is, right? So I said I might be able to meet you, or maybe we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Sean says, awesome. Yeah, thanks, Sean. Appreciate it, man. It'll be here. They're going to overnight it, so I'm going to have to pay for that overnighting too because of the 30 minutes till I reach eastern coast of Florida. When did you take off? How far did you take off before me? Looks like Atlanta Center's on. Did we get chimed up? Nice. Just nice deviation around this weather. I do want to throw. I want to repair my Trek IR if I can before we land. They're gonna have dinner there. There's a little water park by our house, so we have season tickets to. And it'd be super fun to go meet them. I think I'm gonna go direct to Fisho. So what I'll do, I think we're pretty much done with this noise. So we're gonna go to legs, Fisho. I'm not gonna execute it, but I want to show you what's gonna happen here and like where it's gonna take us. You see? But I'm looking at the radar. There's a cell just to the east of us. It's not big, but it's there. Still got that crap over there. You know what I mean? I gotta try to fix this. Says you were still setting up the plane when I was taxiing took off. I gotcha. I mean, it was a big deviation around this, but I think we kind of had to. There's a lot of cells to the right. There's just a ton of cells over there, so I think we're doing pretty good, though. I mean, in terms of turbulence, it's pretty light chop right now. But I do want to get I got electrical tape. Hang on, I'll be right back. Oh, if I can grab it. It's like right there. Come on, man. I'm trying to do a repair here. Give me a second. Sorry, folks. I just I had to do a quick repair on the track IR, which I'm going to try to do right now while I'm sitting here talking to you. All right, we're back on course. We're pretty much done with the weather. There's an aircraft coming in below us 1,000 feet. See if we can see them. There they are. No factor, way out there. All right. I think we're good on the weather here. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the engine anti-ice now. I think we're pretty much out of the clear, in the clear now. So that was a good deviate. I'll see you in a few. Got chicken on the grill. See, there you go. Well, I'm coming. All right, we'll see you. Yeah, I just had to eat. Like I said, they're gonna all. My family's gonna all eat at There's a little grill there. And they're like, "What do you want?" I'm like, "I got to eat now. Like, I'm starving. Like, I don't have time." That's the thing about flying, and I like it because honestly, when I fly, I don't eat a lot because you're too busy doing this stuff. So now look, there's the brake. There's my track IR brake. So I got electrical tape. Literally, it's just got to last me until tomorrow. So just got to last us till tomorrow, right? That's what I have to think about that. Now, I could have glued it, but the problem with gluing it, it's just going to come undone. So I'm going to try some electrical tape and see if that's going to secure it better. I don't know. There's some electrical tape. So let's see if we can't tape it up and see if it's going to work here. Let's go ahead and flip it. All right, so that's good. The wire's a little janky, but it's still good like that. So we can keep it tight. We might have a successful landing with it. I don't know, but we're going to try. I wonder if I could tape it. You don't want to cover that middle sensor. Oh, this is fun. All right, let's see if we can't do this. In-flight repairs. In-flight repairs, and it's sticky. Oh, you know what I don't have is a stinking electrical tape's really hard to cut. You almost gotta cut it. Yeah, it's almost impossible without a scissor. I'm gonna go get a scissor. Let's do this repair, this maintenance on this thing if we can. If I don't break it getting up, so I have to make sure that I don't break this thing getting up and getting myself a scissor. All right, I'll be right back. I got to get a scissor for the track IR repair. Here we go. All right, I'm back. Sorry. All right, let's do this repair. I'm going to take a piece of tape out. Atlanta Center's on right now, but I'm going to be out of their airspace in like 2 seconds, so I'm not worried about it. I'm going to be in Jacksonville, so they should be calling me any time. I'll have to call them in a minute. All right, I'm going to take a little piece of electrical tape, give it a cut, and then see if we can't get this thing fixed. Oh boy. Man, it just snapped right off there, didn't it? Like, was like, all right, just snapped. Come on. Shoot. Literally, it just has to work till tomorrow. Like, I mean, realistically, one landing. There it is. You're going to have to wait, dude. I'm in the middle of repairs, in-flight repairs. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. Don't do that. What are you doing? Hold on. Okay, this goes like this. Shoot. I screwed it up. All right, here we go. We're going to do this way. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this. Without screwing it up even more. And it's really not easy to do. To tape it on there because you don't get a good seal with it. Shoot. Rats. Not gonna work. All right, let me call Jacksonville. Jacksonville on what? What frequency do we have now? 120, 125. 120, 125. One 125, right? Yes.
Upjet 996, proceed direct, Charleston VOR, climb maintain, flight level 430.
Roger, Charleston up to 430, Upjet 996.
Jack Center, Riptide 181, flight level 360, direct fish show.
Riptide 181, Jacksonville Center, reset transponder, squawk 703, correction, 3073.
3073. 3073. Got really slow. 7. So I'm using my panel here. 3073 is set. Okay. Now I gotta tape this thing again. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cut it
Aircraft on the ground at Jack's Navy, contact center 133.
I'm gonna cut in like a short strip like this, and that might help me.
And attention all aircraft on frequency. Jack's Center has got a relog real quick. Just remain this frequency. I'll hop back up and get back to y'all soon.
Roger. Rocky Jet, what's going on? No ATC available at this time. All right, well. All right, here, wish me luck. We got to tape this up. No, no, no. It just doesn't want to sit.
Jack Center's back.
I wonder.
Jacksonville Center, Malicious One, flight level 280, just overflew the Wilmington Vortex.
Malicious 1, Jacksonville Center, radar contact, welcome.
Center Delta 1799, we want leave to Cockpit for 5 minutes.
Delta 1799, that is, I'm sorry, that was Delta 779?
Okay, I'm working on
sorry,
it.
Delta 1399.
Delta 1399, that's approved, report back.
All right, I'm going to do another piece of tape.
Delta
See, I cut it in the
776,
center.
Ident. Coastal 181, radar contact, 25 miles west of the Columbia VOR, flight level 360, welcome.
Um,
905, still waiting for my clearance.
so look, we're going to get a piece of tape like this.
905, sorry about that. Stand by, I'll get to you here soon.
We'll cut it like that. I'm going to cut a strip like this, straight through. Things you'll do for one flight, one landing, honestly. But I've got to. I can't have it
Alright,
like
Aaron,
this.
3905, I have an amendment to your route advised, ready to copy. Can I get a PDC? But I'm ready to copy. There's no PDC at Savannah, unfortunately. It's going to be an amendment to your route. You're cleared to the Miami International Airport via direct DevRoll.
Miami.
Delta Echo Bravo Romeo.
All right, where's that
Lima,
other piece?
to
There it
join
is.
the Coastal 3 arrival.
Coastal 3, woo! That's us.
Maintain 3000, expect flight level 360, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be with me, squawk 1570.
Dude, we're doing this tape job.
Clear to the Miami Airport.
We're doing this tape job.
Coastal 3 arrival. Initial altitude 3000.
Move over.
Flight level 360 shortly afterwards. Squawk 1570.
We're cooking.
905.
No, I'm kidding. We're not.
Idea 3905, redact is correct. Expect runway 10 for departure. Savannah altimeter 3001, advise ready to taxi.
I wish this dumb tape wasn't so
Expect 10,
flimsy.
Air India 3905. Mic check, mic check.
Aircraft on for mic check, your 5x5.
All right, painter's tape. Let's try that now.
Double 776, radar contact 40 miles southeast of the Wilmington VOR, flight level 360.
I'm gonna just cut it here.
Transair 690, Transcargo 690, Jack Center, yep.
Shelton, what are you trying to do? All right, so I'll give you an idea. See this? My track IR broke, and I'm trying to tape.
Yep.
I'm trying to tape it together because it broke. It just, the plastic completely shattered on it. And so now I'm like, I need it for this landing. I've already ordered a Tobii eye tracker, but it won't be here until tomorrow. So we got to make sure we could salvage this
2212 Jacksonville Center.
for tonight. I just got to land it. Literally one flight, one landing. That's all we need out of it.
Center American 15.
Shoot.
77.
So I'm doing this crazy tape job that is hideous.
77 Jacksonville Center, climb and maintain.
But
280.
I think it's going to work. Watch, I plug it in, it's all upside down or some crap like that. Be like, really, dude? I ain't getting this tape off.
Jacksonville Center, hello.
All right, I'm going to tape it one more time. So this is what I got so far. It looks like a
45 Jacksonville Center, standby.
looks like some kind of ace bandage. I just put on this thing. You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You just do. Resourcefulness, right? Let's see if we can't get it to work. No guarantees. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but we're gonna try.
UPS 1738, say Mach number. Mach 0.86 for UPS 1738.
All right, one more tape job. I think I want to put it.
Deleted all of the speed restrictions I put, so I don't remember what I gave you. Maintain Mach 85 or greater. Mach
I
8
wonder
5
if I
radar,
can
you
go
can see pretty heavy. FedEx
this
784,
way.
maintain Mach 8-4.
Mach 84, FedEx 784.
1799, we are back. Welcome back.
Center is Jet 112, full short 18, ready for departure.
Jet 112, fly runway heading, runway 18, cleared for takeoff.
Runway heading 18, clear
Maybe
for
I could
takeoff,
put
Jet
another
112.
strip straight through it.
American 545, I have your clearance advised, ready to copy.
Ready to
I,
copy.
I have duct tape, but it's in the
American 545, clear to the
garage.
Miami International Airport.
If you can't duck
Sorry,
it,
pulled up the
forget.
wrong
You
thing.
can't
Clear
duct
to
tape
the
it. Forget.
Washington Reagan
Ain't gonna work.
International Airport as filed, maintain 3000. Expect flight level 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departures with me, squawk 7771.
You guys, I haven't had this much fun in a long time.
7771.
Trying to tape this thing up.
American 545, read back correct. Altimeter is 3000, 18 for departure, call for taxi.
You guys are gonna love this.
Altimeter 3000.
I mean, absolutely
Tail 2212,
smoking. Look at that. Now that is that's a tape job right there. Look at that thing. Done. Does it work? That is the question. Will it work?
American 108, contact Miami 133.4.
Miami's online? Shoot.
Delta 8, same Mach number.
Alright, now I have to get this thing off again. Alright, here we go.
Number.
I'll be right back.
Number decimal 0. 83.
Delta 8, roger, maintain Mach 80 or greater.
Delta 8.
Delta 8, maintain Mach 80 or greater.
Is it on there?
Mach number 08 or greater, Delta 8.
It's still glitchy, but I mean,
Center, Southwest 2212, that flight level
I think we can make it work for the landing.
2212, Jack Center, welcome.
Anyway, we're back on course, folks. Shoot. And we're headed over to Banff. Oh yeah, seatbelt sign's coming off. Sorry. Oh well, I shouldn't have said that because now we're getting bumped around again. Just kidding.
Level 3000, Jet 112.
Jet 112, proceed direct Charleston VOR, climb maintain, flight level 430.
Yeah, throw an icon.
Direct
Dang it.
Charleston 430, Jet 112.
Speed's coming back. We gotta bring it down. All right, guys. So we've got everything that we needed to do. We're all prepared for the landing, at least the best we can do. We got to slow it down 0.76. We're getting in this light chop.
1577, climb and maintain, flight level 400.
400, American 1577.
American 2191, Jack Center, climb maintain, flight level 380.
What's our top of descent look like, guys? 168 miles top of descent. I think we start getting the weather. Let's get the weather programmed and
American
let's get this
2191,
thing
Jack
going.
Center, climb maintain, flight level 380.
All right, weather in Tampa. I mean, this tape job, you guys, that alone should get a like. Right? I think so.
American 1577, same Mach number.
Okay, winds 25 at 6. Visibility is
right
few
now, American
clouds.
15,
I'm sorry.
57.
Visibility is 10. Few clouds on the visibility. Kidding. Few clouds now at 3,500. 20, 32, 23, altimeter 3004. Okay, runways in real life, they are landing one-niners. In VAT Sim, they're landing one-niners. I like it. All right, so we'll plan on one-niner.
Jack Center. Good.
I'm probably going to be one-niner left.
Climb maintain, flight level 400, same Mach number.
400, and we're...
One-niner left is just fine for me.
We haven't transitioned just yet.
Although I'd like one-niner right if we can get it because it's a quicker taxi.
taxi.
19er left, we'd have to
India
come up, back
3905,
taxi
runway
up,
10
then
taxi
go to
via
Juliet,
Echo,
drop
correction,
down
Foxtrot Echo.
by U.S. Customs,
Run taxi to
airside
runway 10 via
Fox.
Foxtrot Echo, Air India 3905.
It's up to
Coastal
you
181,
guys.
contact center 133.3.
Where are they landing? I think they're landing on both runways. ATIS, arrival 19 left, 19 right. We could request 19 right and just get off on whiskey, and then we'll be right there.
Standby Delta 8, maintain Mach 74 left.
I see Florida coast. You do? Nice. Let me let them know.
Delta 8, Jacksonville Center. Delta 8, maintain Mach 74 left.
Jack Center, Melissa Swan, can I step away for 5 minutes, please?
Malicious 1, that's approved as requested, report back. Who was the guy with the whiskey in the call sign calling up?
That was me, American 277 Whiskey, with the outside of 380.
American 277 Whiskey, Jacksonville Center, IDOT.
All right, you guys want to do 19 right or 19 left?
American 2191, go
I'd
ahead.
rather go 19 right because it's a quicker taxi for us. I'm gonna request that and see if he gives
American
it to us.
2191, transition Mach 75. American 1577, maintain Mach 76 or greater.
So let's go like this. We're gonna go
We're transitioning to
Tampa.
82, if that'll work. American 1577.
Approach.
Even better.
19 right.
American 1577, maintain Mach 82. Mach 82, American 1577.
I'm gonna request 19 right. It's just a better, like I said, it's a quicker taxi for us if we can get it. You guys with it? You folks with me on that one? Let's do that. 19 right ILS. So probably, I'm gonna ask for it.
Delta
I don't know if I'm gonna
1399,
get it,
maintain Mach 74.
but we're gonna ask.
Mach 74.
Mera transition. Probably Mera. They'll probably spit us out. I think we go down. We get spit out there. Yeah, let's go to Mera.
FedEx 784, maintain Mach 78 or greater.
78 or greater.
Okay, we've
FedEx
got
784.
Tifo, Banff, Corey.
Actually, FedEx
Dates.
784 scratch that. Maintain Mach 75. I'm out to keep you at that for space.
Jake Ball, we're done.
75, 74.
Okay, good.
There's a Jet 112.
All right, let's go to descent.
Set Jet 112, go ahead.
3004.
Set Jet 112, that's approved. Report back. I'll report back to Jet 112.
Okay. That's where we are. And we need to descend at Jake Ball at 6,000 feet. So I'm just going to look. Yes, we're good to go. And we're looking at about 132 miles top of descent. It's a little on the early side, but that's okay. I'm going to program my
UPS
landing
1738 contact.
performance.
Correction, Miami 133.4.
Go ahead and do that next.
Order 133.4, UPS 1738 heavy.
En route.
American 277 Whiskey Radar contact, 120 miles northwest of the Grand Strand, VOR flight level 380.
19 left. I know I said 19 right, but if we can stop on 19 left, we can stop on 19 right here. Let's do this. Go here. Conditions are good. Flaps are going to be 30.
Delta 1399,
Auto
same Mach
off,
number.
all non-auto, full reverse. And our
Delta
landing weight right
1399,
now,
Mach 74.
144.9.
Delta
so it'll be
1399,
143
Roger.
by the time we're done.
Let's see, stand by.
We'll hit the calculate, and the OPC is calculating that.
Jack Center, I'm back. Thanks. Much fun.
You are welcome. Coastal 181, Jack Center, yep.
Yes, sir.
Coastal 181, contact center 135.92.
135.92. See ya. 135.92. 135.
India 3905 is holding short of runway 10, ready for departure.
India 3905, fly runway heading, runway 10, clear for takeoff.
3592.
Runway heading clear for takeoff. Runway 10, Air India 3905.
925.
Second North Center, Delta 1880, 350.
Delta 1380, jet.
Emirates 205, contact Miami Center 132.2. Have a good day.
Auto brake will be on 2. No procedures required. I want to go 19er right. Check center Riptide 181, flight level 360.
I'm sorry, who's checking in?
Riptide 181.
Riptide 181, Jackson Center. Hello, welcome.
Q. All right, so we got 9,400 on the landing distance required. And I'm looking at, is Miami on? Because they're going to shoot us down, yes. It'll be one of these Miami approaches. Is Tampa approach on? They are not. Tampa approach is on 119.9. Okay, I'm going to put that in on standby number 2 here. 119.9er for Tampa.
Center 255, are you going to be able to work us all the way into Whiting Field?
Okay, so brakes are good. We're going to do auto brake 2. We're looking at 9,400 on the required. And then 152 on the approach. Whoop, perfect. And we do not conflict with the other aircraft landing into Tampa, so we'll be good. We're going to Tampa first. So our flight touches down, and that's another thing we got to do. We have to make sure that our flight, I'm going to try to speed it up. But that our flight doesn't conflict with other flights going into Tampa in terms of our airline. So we only have one gate here in Tampa. So
18 Alpha Jack Center, hello. Welcome.
We're going to be the first flight into Tampa, which is fine. And this flight, actually, I have to fly this up to GSO, which is Greensboro, Spartansburg, I think. And then we go down to Miami. So this is just literally a 3-leg day for us, and we're done. And then the PM shift will take this aircraft, and they'll fly from Miami to Providence down to Islip, and they're overnighting. So they have to get in by Islip about, I think it was 20-something, so what, 9-something o'clock. And then the next day, they do this flight that we're doing. Pretty cool how we kind of work this out. And then Tuesday is a different schedule altogether out of Islip. So Tuesdays and Thursdays and Saturdays are different flight schedules, but they will RON out of Islip because I forgot where we went.
Southwest 422, maintain Mach point 80.
I can't remember.
Mach 80.
We're going super slow. We're going 0.76 because of the weather. Just too much turbulence.
Public Center, good night. It is Spirit Wing 69. Just checking in with Alpha 11350.
I'm sorry, who was that for Jackson?
I'm assigned 19 right. Cool. I wish I could get 19 right.
Spirit Wing 1680 or 618?
Hmm. 16.8.
Oh, cool. USS Lexington. That's awesome. Oh, look at that. F-14 on the deck.
Spirit Wing 1608, you should be with 127.87.
127.87, sorry for that, Spirit Wing 16.8.
No worries.
American 1824, request no more than 5 minutes out of the flight deck, please.
American 1824, that's fine. Before you go, say Mach number.
Mach number 0.83, American 1824.
Okay, thanks. Call back.
Roger.
American 3083, sorry to do this to you. Turn 20 degrees left for spacing into Miami.
Oh, man, okay. We'll go 20 degrees left to the right, American. That's American 3083.
Seatbelts are on
Sorry,
anyway.
verify 20 left, please.
If I had 20 left, American, 2080.
Awesome, thanks.
Just listening, guys. You're wondering what I'm doing. I'm listening to the frequency here. I don't want to miss a call. We'll be starting our descent here shortly. I've got, what are we seeing? About 80 miles stop of descent, which is nice. Before I start programming the box, I'm just going to try to get assigned that 19 right here. Let's see if it happens. Yeah, it's going to be bumpy. Oh, shoot, don't spell that.
Jack Center, good evening, Alaska 917. Is it the climbing through 10 for 16,000? Alaska 917, Jacksonville Center. Hello, climbing team, level 340. Alright, accept 340, Alaska 917.
Southwest 422, we had a couple comms issues, making sure we didn't miss a call.
We're going to go through area precipitation.
422.
That's what this is.
Southwest 422.
Yeah, I thought I was going crazy. Southwest 422, no, you haven't missed anything from me.
Alright, Roger, don't worry, you're not crazy yet.
You're right, not yet. EPS 2062, Jack Center, hello. Climbing team for level 350, that'll be your final tonight.
With the Boris sounds,
Southwest 18
you
Alpha,
can hear the
climbing team
turbulence.
for
You
330,
can
that'll
hear
be your
like
final
the airplane squeaking.
This
See if
is
you can hear it.
the Airline, no worries.
So our turbulent penetration speed was 0.76 for this aircraft. Pretty slow compared to a 777 or something like that. Man, I'll tell you what. We're kind of stuck.
Yeah, Center, Alaska 917, just wondering if we could step away for about 10 minutes, 10 minutes. I guess, sure, call back.
Mike,
Sure, thanks. Shooter 55, was that you calling with a request?
Shooter 55, go ahead.
Shooter.
Channel mind. Shooter 55, the Glen altimeter 3002.
Will you ever see
Alright,
Happy Gilmore?
And are we able to get a radar approach in today?
Happy Gilmore. What do you have? Shooter, what's his last name? Shooter McGee? No, Shooter. I forgot what his last name was. Reminds me of that guy.
American 319, cross maybe at maintain 11,000, Tampa landing south, altimeter 3004.
Indiana maintain 11,000 and 3004, landing south. Record 1824, have your back. Apologies, I think we were over 5 minutes.
That's fine, welcome back.
Shooter McGavin, that's it. That's it. It's a fantastic movie. Shooter McGavin. Kind of right in that
319, sorry,
soup.
one more restriction. Maybe 11,250 knots.
1,250.
Hey.
It's just enough turbulence to, it's light, but still. Shooter McGavin.
Jacksonville Center, Mike.
Funny movie.
I heard you, so it's working, I guess.
Alright, thank you very much.
Make it right there. I know you have on the vector, so okay if I step in for like 10 seconds. If I'm going to have a call between them.
Give me another 20 left and then call me when you're back.
Okay, for a second.
I'm going to take a nap. Guys, tell me when we're on descent. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep.
Citation 0X3 Papa Houston Center now 132.7.
Shelton, what do you say? He says, just stay out of my way or you'll pay. Listen to what I say.
Shooter 55.
How about I go eat
what's
some
your approach
hay?
request into,
I can lay by the
into your
bay and make
destination?
some clay. What do you say?
Shooter 55. I was wondering if you can do a surveillance approach.
It was a good movie. I love it. You know, one of my favorite movies, though, honestly, is gotta be, I'd say,
Shooter 55, I'm going to go with no just because of traffic, but I can give you...
one of my favorite
yeah,
all-time
if you'd like.
movies are
Shooter 55,
Nacho Libre. I absolutely love it. I cannot watch that
Okay,
movie in public. I laugh too hard, and I've seen it 1,000 times, and I just absolutely love it. It's the stupidest movie ever. But I know like every line on that, in
American
that film.
3083,
It's such a good film.
welcome back.
It's hilarious.
Jackson American 520, flight level 190, climbing flight level 230, and requesting normal speed.
It is a funny movie. It is super funny.
Who's
I can't watch it in
American
public.
520.
All right, we're officially on the arrival. Woohoo! All right, let me give you a brief on the arrival here. We're going to go into Tampa. We're looking at
American
the
520
dates
should be
to arrival.
on 127.87.
And this is what we're doing. We're coming in from Banff. We just hit Banff. We're headed to
Romeo Tango
Victoria.
India, Miami 132.2.
Capo, Ensign, Olene, Marvy, Coco, Dates,
cleared back direct Bravo.
and then Jake Ball, and then we're going straight out, 6,000 feet, 230 knots. That's our restriction. And I want to set up for the visual approach. We'll back it up to the ILS, obviously. So we're going to go over here. We're going to click approach. We're going to go to 19er right. I'm planning for 19er right. They're probably going to want to give me...
181, descend and maintain for level 240.
All right, down to 240. Riptide 181. 240 now, folks. So what I'm going to do is say descend now. 240. We're going to come down here. We're going to click descent. We're going to say descend now. It's going to give us 1,000 feet a minute until we catch profile.
This is United 5.
And now I'm going to take off the engine
15 Jackson, hello,
antis.
climb maintain for level 320.
I think we're through it, and I'm going to increase our speed.
This is United 5. Can you fly level 50 down?
There we go.
Yeah, 515 Jackson, hello, climb maintain for level 320.
Climb and maintain fly level 30.
American 319, you can call Tampa approach now, 119.
So, you folks that are on the chat, are we going to make money on this flight or not? If you've been watching this whole ride, you'd see what I thought my thoughts were. I don't have any idea if we're going to make any money on this run. We'll see. Ticket prices are pretty low. However, we supplemented that with cargo. We got cargo in the aircraft, so that could help us. You tell me, are we going to make, how much money do you think we'll make on this run?
Can we go higher to 4 or 340?
I'd like to know your thoughts. What do you think we're going to
Was
make
that
on this?
Southwest 18 Alpha
If we
requesting
make
340?
anything.
Affirm.
Negative. I can give you 3.5 if you'd like.
330 is okay, no worries.
I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. Can't do that, right? All right, we're looking at 139 miles to go. Not too shabby. We'll go flaps 30 on this one. And I'm going to request 19 right if I can get it. Miami's still on. They are. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 Miami centers on. I don't know which one's going to pick us up, so I'll have to figure it out. Excuse me. Oh, I'm tired.
Riptide 181, cross GER at maintain 10,000. Tampa landing south, altimeter 3004.
Task GER. Okay, what was that on the waypoint?
It's GER. Golf, uniform, Romeo, Romeo.
We're not on that, buddy. Yeah, we're coming in from the north, so we're on the Banff.
Right, but you're on the date's arrival. Oh, okay, never mind. Cross the lean at maintain 13,000, 250 knots, altimeter 3004. Sorry about that.
No, you got it. Olean 13,250 on the speed. Riptide 181. 13,000. Olean.
Checkpoint Center, this is Transat, sorry, 690 with your level 400.
Transat 390, you said?
690.
All right, restriction Olean 250, 13,000.
90. It's going to be Jack Center on 12787.
And now it's grab and profile, and here we go.
787 for it, Transat 690.
$13,000 set.
Delta 1386, Miami Center 132.2. Have a great flight.
132.2, but those days, change.
When he was saying GER, I'm looking at like.
American 3083,
What?
Miami Center 132.2. Have a great
You
flight.
could
Thanks for your help.
see
Yes, sir. You're welcome, Miami Center 122.2, American 3036. You have a good night.
122.2. That's what we're going to do. Maybe not. Is Tampa on? Tampa approach is on.
Delta 1963, cross Larry at maintain flight level 330.
Don't break anything else. Shoot.
Larry at maintain 330.
Now we're 684 feet above profile, so we can jam out the speed brakes. Get this aircraft. I'm going to have to. So let's pop the speed brakes. This is an 800, really slippery.
Moderate to extreme precipitation off your 10 to 11 o'clock. Bands of 20 miles. No pyros for the area.
See, I pop that speed brake out and let that aircraft come down. That's my bad. Swore you're on the other transmission. No, you're good, dude. You're good, Simon. I gotcha. Thanks for controlling, by the way. You had me going. I was like scratching my head like, am I wrong? Am I on the wrong transition? Oh crap. Could have been. Yeah, I came west because of the weather, so we kind of just wanted to do that
720
westbound approach.
Jax, hello, welcome.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and pull the speed brakes in now.
And
Gotta grab
Jacksonville
that
Center,
profile.
American 628 is checking in, flight level 37.
American 628, Jacksonville Center, hello, welcome.
You know, it's amazing on our VATSIM controllers and what they have to put up with. They have to put up with a ton. Because they can have, honestly, they can have, a controller, I guess, on VATSIM can have the range of, like, experience levels where they can have, like, people are just starting out, never done it before, to the veterans and everything in between.
Southwest 46, Jack Center, hello, welcome.
And you know some airplanes or some people, like, they're like, what in the world? So if you're a student pilot on here, just put in your, I would avoid heavy airspace because those satellite airports are great to operate in. And put it in your remarks, it's student pilot, because then it helps them ascertain what kind of level you're in. It's funny. Over the years, man, I've heard a lot. Like, what in the world? All right, we're looking good. Coming down the chute. Let's get ready for the descent flow. We're just going to kind of look. All right, we got diff coming in at 6.2 on the differential. We're dropping on the cabin altitude, so that's good. Again, about 10,000. We want about 4 to 5 on the diff. We'll go from there. Olean, 13,250 knots. Well, we will make that restriction right now. You got to be a little aggressive on this airplane. If you're, I'm going to change the weather out here. I'm going to go to terrain on my side, and you could have weather on the FO side. Usually how it works, but I won't need to do that. I'm going to try to request, remember, I'm going to try to request 17...
Shooter 555, discretion to center maintain 3,000.
If we can get it 19er right instead of the left side. Just because it's going to be closer to our gate. I don't want to taxi forever and a day. But that sometimes won't happen.
Shooter 55, the conditions for witting are definitely not what I would call visual. Are you sure you want to stick with a visual into witting?
Shooter 55, if you can take a visual runway 32.
Roger.
What's the weather? I would wonder to know what the weather is.
Jacksonville Center, good evening. This is Jazz 629 with you at 280. And we're direct Omni, Jazz 629.
Jazz 629, Jack Center, hello. You should be on 127.87, please. Have a good evening. Rocket 4855 for directional flight. I need you at an odd altitude. Would you like 390 or 370?
For Walker 4855?
Yes, sir.
We'll try 390 for 4855.
Walker 4855, come maintain for level 390.
We're plus 11, don't have to worry about any of the icing stuff now. We will have to slow this aircraft down, and we'll run our checklist here shortly.
Atlanta Center now, 132.97. Have a great flight.
We've got Tampa approaches on. So I'm ready to locked and loaded. Is Tampa?
Oscar 305 at flight level 350.
No.
Oscar 305, Jack Center. Hello, welcome.
I wonder.
Shooter 55, if not already, clear direct the Whitting Airport.
Clear direct Whitting Airport, Shooter 55.
All right, coming to 18,000. Here we go. Upstairs. Let's do it. Lights coming on. Leave the retracts on, and then we'll throw the wing lights to the on position. We'll throw the taxi lights on just for now as you see it shuts off, and then we'll go. And altimeter set at...
last aircraft picking up, that was all static.
3004.
Thanks.
There we go. All right. Run the checklist, descent checklist. Altimeters and bugs. They're set and cross-checked. VREF and V target. Set and noted. We're going to do flap 30. Auto brakes on 2. Set. And then let's go recall. And our start switches are on. Our recall is complete. Set checklist is complete. It's the thing about Coastal checklist, guys. It's super fast.
Southwest 18 Alpha, same Mach number.
0.8.
Let me just slow down.
Okay, Southwest 18 Alpha, maintain Mach 0.77 for spacing to Miami.
No worries, it's no good enough.
GPS 2062, maintain Mach 0.77 for spacing to Miami. I guess not. United 6417, pilot's discretion to set and maintain for level 270.
We got 15,000 coming up. Looking good, folks. Weather's beautiful down in Tampa. We're going to be parking at the Foxtrot terminal today, so just to the south of the airport, southwest of the airport. We're in the airside F, right by F88, I believe is our gate number on this one. Yes, sir.
Riptide 181, you can contact Tampa Approach 119.9. Have a great flight.
All right, hey, thanks for the ATC. Appreciate your service. We'll see you. Riptide 181.
We'll see you. Thanks for flying.
Good job, by the way. Good job, by the way. All right, 119.1. Here we go. We're over on Tampa Approach now. Tampa Approach, Riptide 181, checking in 13,000, Olean.
Riptide 181, Tampa Approach, Victor Visual Approach, runway 19 left, Tampa altimeter 3005.
All right. Any way of getting the visual 19er right?
You can expect that.
Thank you, sir.
Double 1248, turn right 340, climb and maintain 12,000.
I'm going to level 13,
319, taxi via whiskey.
Via whiskey, my friend. Yep.
Okay, there's Olean. Here comes the turn. Slight turn in. We got Marvy coming up. Did he say descent? Did he give us a descent command? I think he said expect the visual. Tampa Approach, Riptide 181. Did you give us a descent? I don't recall.
You sound like you're very far from the mic. Riptide 181, descend and maintain 6,000.
Okay, down to 6,000. How's that?
That's not much better.
All right, 6,000.
1248, Quebec Baypo.
There we go. 6,000. Go.
1248,
Go now. Let's go. I'll pop the brake, then we'll start going down. Here we go. No, do not speed up on me. $6,000 feet. Check. Set.
Southwest 8801 taxi. You can taxi straight in or make a right on Charlie. It's up to you. Hey, thanks for flying. Number 1248, contact Jacksonville Center on 135.992, Sam.
So we want VMC and then primaries on the standby. That's what we were going to kind of check up here. We're coming good on profile. We want 6,000. We're at 230 right now, so that's good. Okay, call the flight attendants, let them know what's going on. Let them know. Prepare the cabin for landing. Two brakes coming in. Retractable landing lights are dropped. Boy, it's going to be a miracle if we can land with this thing all screwy like this. We'll see. Almost done, you guys. Almost done. Landed. Good job. How was your landing? Was it a good landing?
Temper approach came in 203 is on Yankee with information November ready to taxi 19 right.
Came in 203, Tampa departure, runway 19 right, taxi via Victor.
19 right, via Victor, keep it 203.
Tampa approach 13301, heading information Bravo, ready for push.
Which is target discretion. It's at 181, the center maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,000. Riptide 181. Okay, I got the airplane. We're going to go ahead and get down a little on the quicker side. So I'm just going to go ahead and take over on the vertical speed. And I'm going to do about 1,500 feet a minute. It's going to give him a little more push. And this is just going to help him get us vectored nice into the
Tampa approach, good evening, November 8th.
into the approach.
Papa Mike, we're 14 miles from Red Sox, and with you at 12,000.
We got Lizard, and then we got Jake Ball. Whoa.
Number 843, Papa Mike, Tampa approach, Roger, stand by.
There's
you don't
Mara.
have this when you over to me? Number 843, Papa Mike, did Orlando approach and you over to me?
Which channel do I need to tune to?
It's at 181, fly present heading, vectors to final.
Okay, present heading, vectors to final, Riptide 181.
I'm just, yeah, number 843, Papa Mike, I don't have you on my radar yet. I'm trying to figure out who has your tag here. Somewhere.
All right, we got to start slowing down 210 on the speed here shortly. About 1,500 feet a minute on the descent. All right, you guys, ready? Shoots on. Sorry, I'm a little late. Members in the chat, there you go. Get her done. VNAV disconnected. Yes, I disconnected it. We're on this is called a level 2 automation now. We went from a level 3 to a level 2. And now we're going to go to a level 1 here shortly.
Tampa approach came in 201 with Oscar requesting IFR to turn came on.
Came in 201, Tampa departure, spec bid AC.
Roger, thank you.
This is super restrictive. I can't even move with this thing on. Any members? No members? It's all good.
Tampa departure.
I keep forgetting to do that. All right, there we go. All right, 5,200 feet at the airport site.
1022 on request, stand by.
Gonna start slowing down here too. About 210 on the speed. Here we go. Nope, a little higher than that. There we go. Those brakes are being just throwing those brakes all the way up. You have to on this because you know this airplane's slippery. It doesn't want to slow down. It's about right.
Number 843, Papa Mike, expect division approach, runway 19 left.
Expect visual approach 19 left, 843 Papa Mike.
And 43 Papa Mike, proceed direct to 8.
Direct to 8, 843 Papa Mike.
Can approach Caribbean 617, ready to taxi.
Caribbean 617, runway 19 left. Question 19 right, taxi via Victor.
1,000 to go.
617.
Cayman 203, wind 290 at 9, runway 19 right, cliff takeoff.
19 right, cliff takeoff, Cayman 203.
There's 3,000. We need to slow. .210 on the speed. Flaps coming in. Flaps coming in 5.
Riptide 181, the airport set to 11 o'clock, about 1-2 miles.
We got it in sight. Riptide 181.
Riptide 181, clear visual approach, runway 19 right.
Clear the visual, 19 right, Riptide 181. Let's go down. We got to get down about 2,000 here.
Number 43, Papa Mike, descend and maintain 6,000.
Okay, flap set 5, 180 on the speed. Speed brake's coming in.
Legion 1022, have your clearance, the best one ready.
Ready to copy for Legion.
Speed brake armed.
Legion 1022, clear to Baltimore via the end at 2 departure, Lacing transition, and I file, climb maintain 1,600.
Don't move.
301 minutes after departure, departure with me, squawk 0536.
Clear it to our destination.
Maybe I can do something. I can't even look at it. Oh, he's getting a too low alert? Oh, crap.
Lacing transition, climb maintain 110.
Oh, he's getting a clearance? He's probably doing a test.
Flight level 380 and 10. Our squawk is 0536 for Legion 1022.
Yeah, he's doing a test.
For 1,600 the initial altitude.
1,600.
All right, guys, I gotta lock this.
Legion 1022, read back correct. Runway 18 for departure, advise for taxi.
We're calling ready for taxi, Legion 1022.
Wind shear, wind shear, wind shear. I heard it.
Riptide 181, wind 290 at 9, runway 19 right, question 19 right, clear right.
Okay, copy the winds, 19 right, clear to land, Riptide 181. All right, gear down, flap 15. We'll slow to 15 speed. I got the aircraft, knock it off, we're done. We're gonna do some maneuvering. Best I can with this garbage.
American 8301 Heavy, Miami Tower, runway 19
I can't
right,
do it.
taxi the Victor.
19 right, via Victor, lead 347.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna drive me crazy. Once I lined up, I'm gonna go ahead and.
Cayman 203, we're to contact altitude.
Okay, we're at flap 30. I'm resetting it. I'm good to go. We're locking this dumb thing.
Roger, proceed like Andy, climb
I got the air.
12,000.
Speed.
Start Andy up to 12,000.
Speed's coming in. All right, gear down, 3 green, flaps 30-30 with a green. Clear to land. We've got our landing clearance. We're good to go. Coming up on the ref. Lights are on. Good to go. I want to land into, get off on Whiskey, if I can, high speed. Whiskey 4 would be great.
1,000.
Check. 1,000. Sync, 1,000 feet. Speed 156. Went on the high side. We got a nice little quartering tailwind coming in.
Approaching 19 right.
19 right is complete. Whoa, watch that sink rate. Woo! We had a little bit of a turbulence there. I got the speed. Nice and bumpy.
100.
Check. We got the runway assured here.
50. 30. 10.
Number 43, Papa Mike, fly present heading. Set and maintain 3000 vectors to
Two in reverse. Speed brakes. Ooh, where are you going?
Maintain present heading, descend to 3000 vectors and final. 843 Papa Mike.
Given 203, contact Miami Center on 132.2, good night. Return 181, left 18, will join Whiskey, Woody Park, sir.
We're going to be on airside F here.
Second.
Airside F, I think gate 88.
Roger, you can taxi via Whiskey.
Okay, taxi via Whiskey, Riptide 181. Welcome to Tampa, folks.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your destination with Coastal Airways.
Now, Whiskey is going to be...
617, wind 290 at 9, runway 19 right, clear for takeoff. 19 right, clear for takeoff, Caribbean 617.
That's Whiskey right there. All right, we're taxiing via Whiskey. Welcome to Tampa. Landing lights coming off. Son of a gun. Come on, man. Don't do this. All right, that's off. That's off. Off, off. Flaps coming up.
Before start checklist.
Welcome to Tampa. Here comes the APU. APU coming to start. Shoot, I think I screwed something up. Runway turnoffs coming off. Taxi lights on. That's good. That's good. And a collision light. We're going to go ahead this way, that way. Wings off. All right, we're all set. I can't wait to get the Toby the Toby eye tracker. All right, folks, we made it. Woohoo! Beautiful Tampa. I thought I had my APU on. APU gen is on. Taxi's off. Looking good here. I'm going to shut down number 2. I can see it.
Tampa departure, this is American 1980, information victim for pushing start.
American 1980, Tampa departure, pushing start, your discretion.
88, here we go.
Pushing start on my discretion, American 1980.
The heck has happened? What the heck? I just don't know. Hold on. I know we want to be way over on this side. All right, we want F88. That's it. We're here, guys. 1349. Seatbelts off. We are on ship power. That is off. That's coming up. And that is it.
843 Papa Mike, the airport sector 11.
It's the end of it. Okay, on the overhead panel, we're going to check some stuff. Make sure anti-collision light is off. Go ahead. Yeah, I want us deplaning, so let's go ahead. APU running. Go ahead. Loud and clear, bro. I can hear you.
Crystal clear.
All right, we're doing this GSX. Deplane. Deboard us. There we are, folks. We made it to Tampa. I got to write the time in and get all the paperwork done, but we are here nonetheless. In one piece. Thanks for the safe trip. Yeah, you got it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Did I leave my landing lights on? I did. Pyre up denied for me. Hold on. Let me look up. All right, there we go. Yeah, one little one was on. Yep, that's it. We're going to go ahead and get deplaned. I'm going to write down some stuff. We got 1351 on the in time. And the reason why it's important to write this stuff down is because requesting ground power, yes, I need that. It's 951 local. Because all this time, I have to make sure that it's going to work with the next schedule. So we're going to go up to GSO, which is Greensboro Spartanburg Airport. And then we head down to Miami and our day is done. So again, I like to do day 2 first on approving flight to see if they work, especially with an AM PM shift. I'm going to take this track IR and junk it. It's toast. It's no bueno. 0235. I did that. I wrote that down. Let's get the fuel. We're in at 42.50. And I reckon this will probably be the last flight of the week before I go on vacation. Probably not, to be honest with you. But all right, we got to see if we made money. You folks ready? Roger, I got it. Let's see if we made money. Let's go to our ACARs. We're going to go ahead and click end flight. We burned, how much was I burned fuel? 15,100 on the burn. So burn was 15,100 on the burn. I'm going to go ahead and submit that flight plan, or I'm going to file the flight for my ACARs program. And let's go check it out to see if we got it. Let's see. Do we make money, you guys, folks think? Yes or no? I couldn't tell you. I don't know yet. I don't know. Like I said, the ticket prices were way cheap. So before we do that, I'm burning APU. I don't want to burn APU, so I'm going to go power. Good. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect and shut down the APU now. It's off. And then I'm going to request the air conditioning cart coming in, and we will turn off the packs. And we'll get the APU bleed off. That's good. We're just getting the airplane ready to go for the next run, which is going to be us to turn the airplane. So we're staying in this jet, and we're just making the turn and heading over to Greensboro Spartanburg next. Let's go and see if we made money. This is going to be the telling sign if we keep this or we don't. And I don't know what we want to do, so it just depends. I appreciate you folks watching. Hopefully it was entertaining for you, if nothing else. And let's go to my PyReps. And we're going to go look at fares. Finance. Okay. So here we go. This is net. So our cargo fare netted us $55,000. I told you the cargo was good. $55,000 just for the cargo run. And that's comparative to the market. This is our passengers load. See that? It's barely anything. $28,000. Our fuel cost was 11 grand. The airplane to operate was 4,300. The expenses, PFC charges, were 783. I got paid $710 for this flight. The Tampa fee cost us landing fee of 316. Ground handling, they're charging us 200 per. We have a passenger transfer system at Tampa, 167. We have gate expense fee at 165. Baggage handling fee is 109. Parking fee of 80. Ticket counter expenses of 35. Terminal support fee of 16. And finally, all support, airport support at Tampa at 15, with a total cost of $18,770. With a balance net of 64 grand. So we made $64,000 on that flight. That's good for us. We'll keep it. We'll see how it goes. I'll monitor that throughout the duration of this route structure, and we'll go from there. Right? If it's still pretty good and we're in the green, we're going to keep it. There's nothing wrong with that. So we made cash. That's what I care about. And if it wasn't for the cargo, we would have lost our shirt. And that's why the cargo is so good. It helps. Let me go ahead and save it. I'm done. I will see you folks. I won't see you next week either. I'll probably stream. See, I'm gone Thursday, so you won't get a Friday stream. That's what kind of this does. I'm back for 2 to 3 days. I'll probably stream during the week. If you folks want to see something, please let me know in the comments on what you want to see. Maybe you want to see, I might finish this route and we might do the northern portion of it where we head from, Miami up to Providence. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. If you wanted to see this, that's good. I like to do these kind of flights because it helps us get ready for the next bid schedule, which is coming up. Anyway. You folks have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Keep the blue side up and the brown side down. Have a good one, everyone. We'll see you later, folks.
Board the plane, it's on time. Sun is shining, it's bright. Breezy skies, cool and calm. Take a trip, it's not long. Oh, the vibe so mellow. Airways sing like cello. Sandy beaches